Hello? Where the fuck? Hello? Hello? I'm sorry, I forgot the... There the fuck. Hey! I forgot the hit start stream, would you believe it? Sorry, I just need to find the perfect Discord image to go with my amazing whatchamacallit. My really cool, starting soon tweet.
Yeah, I'm scared and yet mysterious.
Eric, I'm here to celebrate with Taiga. What are we celebrating? He's EB.
I am
so
here to
EB.
celebrate with Taiga.
I'm so EB. Interesting stream, Pink. Thank you. I figured I've been too hard on like these femboys, you know, I've been too hard on them, guys. Okay, so I thought I would try speaking their language and seeing how it goes.
Hello, Stepbro. Hope you're having a good day.
I'm having a day. Oh my god, it's a good day. I think Noxie nearly ruined it, but I'm having a good day.
Aye, aye,
hang
Captain.
on. I don't know what art to post. I don't know what art to post on this tweet, on my going live tweet. Arctic's no better than your Gyps, GSPV, or just no better than Noxie, L'Oreal
Damn, it's
Maelstrom.
been close to a year down.
Oh goddamn, Eric too. Thank you for all the re-ups, guys. I really appreciate it. How's it going, everyone? Close to a year already.
Theme Tiger Friday. Remember to tell him he's cute.
Hi, first stream. I only see you on YouTube. Thank you for welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. Okay, what do I post? Hold on. I'm looking for the perfect art to post. I don't know what I want. We'll do this one. Yeah, why not? We'll do this one. This one's cute. Ooh, I'm such a cutie wutie femboy. Look at my massive PENOR. Is that annoying enough? Is that annoying enough? Does that make you want to click on the stream? Am I just like, ugh. There we go. There we go. Okay. So hello, welcome to stream, everybody. Welcome, and welcome, Dr. Lemon. I'm glad it's your happy first Taiga stream. Saibao kid. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Little title. Did it? I'm such a cute, submissive. Like whatever. I'm not good at this. I hate this shit, guys. I hate talking like this. I hate this kind of engagement. I hate talking to you like this because it makes me feel like, I don't know, whatever. We're gonna do it. I need to put myself in the shoes of a femboy. It's not you. It's really not me. It's really not me, is it? What is that stream title? It's art, okay? It's art. I'm trying my goddamn best out here, okay? Big PP. I don't, yeah, massive PENOR. Listen, I was like, man, how can I be as annoying as possible? And this is the title that came to me. This is the title that came to me, so I just went for it. Pics or it didn't happen. I'm afraid it didn't happen, and therefore I literally don't have pics. I mean, shut your bitch ass up. You're too wholesome. I'm too wholesome. It's true. I need to put myself in the shoes of a femboy. Counter offer. Take the shoes off. Feet pick. Sell. Oh, my feet are like, oh, my toes are sore, man. I gotta trim my nails, I think. I think I have nice feet. I don't know. I could be wrong. Noxie, do I have okay feet? Are my feet nice? Are they all right? Because I know some people have got some like really, I don't know. They've got some fucked up nails. They've got some fucked up nails. And I don't want to be that guy. I might get them done. Oh, how's it going, Femboy Fitness as well? Welcome to stream. Hope you guys are having a good day though. Taking it easy, staying cozy. This song is bringing me down. I'm sorry. Hold on. What else do we have? Okay. I mean, that's not much better, but here's a more annoying stream title. Femboy political commentator debates chat. Drops enabled. Hashtag nationalist. Hashtag feet pics 1,000 viewers. Hashtag drop. Okay, I like the hashtag feet pics 1,000 viewers. Cackle Goob. Did I read that right? Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 6 months in a row. Guess what I did today, everyone? Guess what I did today? You have to guess. And if you get it wrong, I will cut your pinkies off. Both of them. Well, I'll roll a d20 and I'll cut a part of the body off, depending on what you roll. If you get a 20, it'll be the dick. If it's a 19, it'll be just the tip of your dick. An 18 will be your balls, and for a 17, I will cut your dick off and then stick your balls in the hole of your dick, and so on. Hashtag free watch hentai. No, I did not watch it. I played tennis, actually. Believe it or not, I played tennis. And I was out there working. Thank you for the birthday welcome subs. Dragon with the 5 2 ones. I really appreciate it. I love the song, actually. Yeah, no, I played tennis for like 2 hours. Oh right, you play Pathfinder? I wish I played Pathfinder. Maybe one day I'll play Pathfinder, but it's better than D&D. D&D is like, well, I don't know. I can't say for sure. I haven't played Pathfinder, so I've played a lot of D&D though, and I just have so many issues with the system. I think I need to try new RPG systems. D&D like takes it brings me down, man. I'll play it and it's like, oh, it would just be so much better if it worked differently. It's just such a simplified system. Like, it's nice if you want to play like a TRPG and you've never played a TTRPG before and you just kind of need to like get into it. You know, like it's nice if you like want something like really easy to play. But if you're looking for depth, it's just not there. It's just not there. I played some Pathfinder, it was fun. Nice, lucky. I want to be a cat person. I like that they have like lore. That's another thing that pisses me off with D&D these days, is they're too afraid to like add any actual like lore or world building to the universe because they don't want to be like racist. They've gone woke, chat. They've gone woke. I don't know what you call it. They've gone like, they're just really scared to like say, hey, this race has this culture, or sorry, this species has this culture, and this species has this culture. They're really afraid to like do that, and so they just kind of erased it. Like in the new orcs, they're like nomads, and they travel from place to place, and they're not evil, and they're super nice all the time, and they're just really great people. Orcs, believe it or not, they've gone left. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but like Pathfinder seems like a little more willing to just kind of like flesh out their world a bit with some world building, and that really appeals to me. So I really want to try Pathfinder. Thank you for the emotes though, Maron. Thank you for the 100 bits. I really appreciate it. Mind flayers aren't actually evil. You guys just don't understand. You just gotta get to know them. You just gotta get to know the mind flayers. Oh man, but tennis is actually like really good for your core, and my entire body is aching, like my ass and hips and groin. I need to work on my hip flexor muscles. I really need to practice flexing those, because God, dude, I am out of shape. Like I'm in shape, like I'm cute, like, you know, like I'm soft, but I'm not like in shape, you know? I'm not toned, and tennis is gonna get me there. And maybe some lacrosse. I think lacrosse is pretty good for you as well. Or at least I hope so. Probably only when you're actually like playing lacrosse, you know what I mean? Because it's just a lot of running. I feel like if you're just like, because I was gonna toss the ball around, I'm gonna borrow some like sticks from my dad. We went to another lacrosse game last night, by the way, and our team lost. It was a close game though. It was really good, but we didn't make it. We didn't quite make it. Lacrosse seems good for bruises. Yeah, lacrosse doesn't seem great for like your core in the way that tennis does, because tennis has like a lot of body rotation. But you are like throwing the sticker. I guess I think once you're like really playing like a 5v5 game of lacrosse, it'll be great for your body. But if you're just messing around with your friends, you'd probably be better off playing tennis, you know? Malik, well, thank you for the Prime Gaming. I really appreciate it. Do you think if a man who is completely jacked wears some cute dresses and wants to feel cute, is he a femboy? Sure. Sure, you know? Why not? Why not, you know? I don't know. Like, technically not, but like, sure. Well, it's the age of inclusivity. Everybody can be a femboy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I was scared.
I thought you were gonna say 5v5 tennis. Like, how does that work? I mean, like, you just need like a really big court, but it could work. It could work. I know there's 2v2s and 1v1s in tennis. I like the 2v2 concept. I want to get. We need to get one more person to come play tennis with us, so that we can have like a 2v2 proper. I don't want Noxie on my team though, dude. Guys. You know our mod Noxie here, right? Also, the Stranger in Danger, thank you for the pure for 5 months in a row, along with Malik. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. In the words of the abridged Frieza, I can't be racist against a race that doesn't exist. These snowflakes need thicker skin. I don't think he said that. I don't think he said that. But yeah, Noxie has, she's going to lie that I'm not that bad. No, you're bad. You're like really bad. Like Noxie, you have zero hand-eye coordination. Like, like it's really bad. Like it's really bad. She had brain surgery, Taiga, give her a break. Well, the brain surgery must have taken away her hand-eye coordination. It's a goddamn travesty. You should get that back. You should sue because they fucked you up, Noxie. Thank you! Goodbye! For the tier 3 sub for 35 months in a row, 37 total. Wow. Wow. I really thought this time it was gonna be complimentary. No. Listen, chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm honest. I wear my opinions on my sleeve, okay? If I have an issue with you, okay, you're gonna know. If you're bad at the game, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, you'll get, like, you know, there's no reason to lie to you. You don't have sleeves, you liar. Alright, you got me dead to rights there. You got me dead to rights there, but I'm still gonna be honest with you if I think you're bad at a game. You know? I mean, there's no reason for me to lie, unless I like don't know you. I'd be like, oh no, you'll get there. But like, if I'm your best friend, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, no, you sucked. There's no reason to lie. He has invisible sleeves. I do. I have invisible sleeves. I also have invisible tears in my eyes. Incredible pain in my heart. Indestructible memories. All in review. Impossible though things may get improbable, I will forget indelible memories of sweet lovable you. Will your next model have a cute dress? I've been thinking about, okay, maybe we should do a poll, because I've been thinking really hard about what to do for the next model, because I have like the base outfit, but I want to do like alternate outfits as well, and I want to do stuff that you don't see a lot, especially for femboys these days, and I think dress would be at the top of that list. Maybe dress with like some pantyhose, you know, some tights, some white tights. Oh, that'd be cute, right? Dude, why did I just join and just see everyone spamming you don't have sleeves? I think they wanted to talk shit. I think they were talking shit that I don't have sleeves. I said I wear my heart on my chest, my sleeve, or something. Dress 1000%? You think so? I mean, like, because I could go maid outfit, right? And maid outfits are super hot and cute and blah, blah, blah. But we've seen that before, right? Like, we've seen maid out a million times. But it's also, like, there's a reason we see it so often. And it's because it's goddamn cute. You know what I mean? Cute as a button. Little maid outfit femboy. So, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, dress. I mean, like, a maid outfit could also be a dress, I guess. But if I'm gonna do a dress, like, I want to have, like, a real dress. You know? Cute Lolita maid outfit? I was just thinking like cute Lolita out like dress in general. A sundress or like yeah, like a Jingham dress. I could take the outfit from Sunny and my other doggo see and then like I could get myself drawn in that or like do that for a model. That would be cute as like a little reference. I don't know. Also you should def wear a dress, but question is what type of dress exactly? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What color, how revealing, how feminine? I mean definitely femme. Definitely ideally like super girly and cute and like princessy. What about a feminine prince outfit? I think I had my time in the sun with like the whole like prince boy vibe. So I'm kind of over it. I want to do something like girly, like really like unapologetically girly. You know? If you really want to stand out, lederhosen. Fisky's already got the lederhosen market covered, so I don't know about that. Gothic Lolita could be fun too. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. We'll definitely do like a vote as well. Is all of your models femboys or are some girls? No, they're all like, I mean like whatever, right? All my models are me. And that's all that matters, right? A Stuffle outfit when? I do like Astolfo's design, like a lot. Like his knight design, his like whatever, you know, like his main design. I love that design so much because it incorporates like a skirt, but also looks like sleek and cool. Like I would wear it even if I wasn't like cross-dressing. It's a really cool design. I really enjoy it. We should just do like anime character outfit reviews. I think we'll do that for like VTubers. I'll like do I'll review your OC's fit and rate it out of 10 or something. Felix Argyle outfit. Felix is okay. Let me, cause he just kind of wears what like all the knights wear. Felix, right? Let me check out Felix. Let me check out Felix real quick. Felix Argyle. Yeah, I like his like dressy dress, like the one like his not knight outfit. It's cute. It's cute. It's definitely cute. I like that OG anime Astolfo is muscular, not just twink. I think twinks tend to be a little muscular. I wouldn't, yeah, but like I agree with you. Like he's very muscular. A lot of like Felix's body type is very like just like extremely flat, petite kind of like girl. You know what I mean?
I was scared, and
I do love that. It's cute. Like I'm not gonna say I wouldn't just like grab onto your shoulders and give you a big old smooch, right? But I do think there is something to appreciate about Astolfo's like shirtless vibe. Dundee, thank you for the 2 months for 4 months in a row. How's it going? And Moran, thank you for another 100 viddies. I really appreciate it. And the Shapeshifter VT, thank you for the follow. Everybody, thank you for the follow. There's been a dozen follows. Thank you guys. Welcome to stream. Welcome to my house. I guess. Welcome to my house. Welcome to UWU. Welcome to TaigaxHolic. If a tomboy and a femboy had a kid, would they have a higher chance of being normal or absolutely insane? Lots of mental illness there. 100% guaranteed. I don't know. I mean, you can't assume the personality, but yeah, no, who knows? But yeah, I really like Felix, but shirtless Astolfo is cute as fuck. He's cute as fuck. Let me look him up. Astolfo shirtless. I can't show it to you guys, but like I can think about him. Yeah, yeah, he's super, well, not super muscular. Honestly, Astolfo shirtless, he has like, oh my god, he has very well-defined like V-lines, vagina bones, you call them, right? He's got some really good vagina bones. Yeah, I like this. I like what I'm looking at. Very low body fat percentage still. I wonder what he like actually looks like. Because it doesn't have like a lot of definition, so it's really hard to tell like if he's supposed to be like more buff. He's got vagina bones, which usually only happens when you're like really fit. But he has no definition on his stomach, so he has like, it doesn't have any abs, so I don't know. But he does have like defined pectorals, so again, I don't know. Again, I don't know. He's cute though. Cute as a button, goddamn. I love Astolfo. I love Astolfo. I think I prefer Astolfo aesthetically to Felix. He's just more of a vibe. He's just more of like a, I don't know. Like I look at Astolfo and I'm like, man, that like is the femboy. That is the femboy. That's like the otokonoko. And I love that. He is a servant and a knight of Charlemagne. What are we listening to? The Abigail, Satan taps on my hand. Weird. Let's listen to something else. He looks like a strong swimmer. Yeah, he looks like a strong swimmer. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But anyway, what did you guys do today? All I did was, do you mind if I get close? Do you mind if I get a little intimate here? But yeah, I played tennis for like 2 hours and it was really nice and fun. And my serving arm is in pain. I need to stretch more for sure. Then something for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam. I can't type anything. You literally just typed something, Noxy. You literally just typed something. Woke up way early, had a good time, shockingly not tired. I'm shockingly not too tired as well. It feels really good to work out. I think that gets like my pump on. Granted, my voice is a little tired because I was doing a lot of screaming. I played Sea of Thieves when I got home for like 2 hours. And oh my god, my crew, chat. My crew is the worst. Bunch of fucking no load, mentally ill descriptives. I was like screaming. We were in the middle of a fucking shark fight, and I'm like, oh my god, someone take the helm. I'm raising anchor, right? And then nobody takes the helm, and I'm like, Noxie, take the helm. 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 And she's like, I'm not taking the helm. I can't take the helm right now. And I'm like, yes, you can. Go take the helm. And she's, no, I need to bucket out the water out of the ship. And I'm like, well, Celery's doing that. So take the helm. And then someone else takes the helm. You just had to be there. Honestly, you just had to be there. But the point is, Noxie does not follow instructions very well. Circuit Scars, how's it going? Welcome, Circuit. How are you doing? How are you doing? How have you been in the aftermath of everything? How are you doing? What's poppin'? Screamy little cat. Yeah, I was screaming. I scream a lot. I scream a lot because it's the only way to get things done. People just ignore you if you don't scream. So I have to scream. Hey Taiga, just come in to say hi. I gotta work now, so I gotta go. I love you. I love you too. I love you too. You just gotta give off more of a leader type vibe, TBH. Be more intimidating. I'm very intimidating, don't you think? Take the helm. Starboard to port. The ship is sinking. I don't know. I think that's like pretty commanding. She's intimidating enough. Yeah. See. You just don't listen, Noxie. You just don't listen to instructions. You're not intimidating. Well, I think I am, but if you say so. Hairless cat finds its meow. 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 Welcome home, master. Can I get you a dinner? A bath? Or maybe... me? Is that intimidating? Would do I have to talk like that to, would that get you to do what I say? Master, the ship is sinking, so if you could please lock the fuck in and get on the goddamn helm and steer us away from the island, that would be really great. Southwest, stupid bitch. Like, is that how I need to talk to you? Is that how I need to talk all the time to get people to listen to me? My rental doesn't allow pets? What rental? Wait, what are you renting? Like an apartment? You should just sneak one in anyway. Maybe like a bird. Get a bird. Birds are super quiet. Well, actually, no. Birds are really noisy, but, you know. They don't take up a lot of space. If someone talked to me like that, I would talk back in the same voice. Yeah? But would you, like, do what I said? Or would you just, like, waste my time? Okay, we'll just crash into dial. Anyway, and then someone I told, basically Noxie, like, is the only other person who knows how to steer the goddamn ship. So someone else got on the ship and then steered us right into an island. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And they were like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what are you doing? Where's Noxie? Why isn't Noxie in the goddamn ship? Why are you steering the ship? I don't know. I feel like I make it really easy for my crew. All they have to do is follow my instructions and we get shit done. Did they yell bonsai first? No, they didn't even yell bonsai first, and Wipeout didn't play. Which would have been really cool. Hiddly dude, ladily, lathily, and or lastly lose? What's up? What's up, Private Dear Purple Guy? How's it going? Welcome to stream. Oh my god. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that message. I've never seen those words together in a sentence before. I just memorized that voice in an animation. Nani? I mean, I can be cute out here. This is like the cute UWU stream, right? UWU? What are you doing here, big bro? Please don't look at my massive PENOR. that I've accentuated by wearing, like, just shorts with the biggest fucking dick pocket imaginable. I don't even know who do they make these for. I don't know. But I wore them just for you. You're welcome. Tag, you should 100% wear a Twig's outfit. Who's Twig? Nani? I'm wearing my new onesie right now. I got a new little onesie. Not that kind of onesie. Or maybe it's that kind of onesie. I don't know. What kind of onesie were you guys thinking of? Let me know. And then I'll tell you if it's that kind of onesie or not. Can Otokonoko have short hair? I think so. I think the style may vary. Like, for example, I think my style is very, like, boyish, even for a short hairstyle. My hairstyle is very boy-y. But there's, like, another Otokonoko from that one anime with the white hair. I don't know if they have also blue eyes, but, like, they're, like, a tomboy kind of vibe. They have, like, really short hair also, but it's a lot, like, straighter. It falls more, like, down next to their face instead of, like, curving around their face, you know? Like mine. And I would say that's, like, you know, the ideal Otokonoko. Not the ideal, but, like, you know, that's, like, a pretty typical femboy hairstyle, I guess. Saika? Let me check if it's Saika. Also, yeah, I'm wearing, like, a fluffy onesie, not, like, a baby onesie. Those are I mean, those are cool too, but no, I'm wearing like a fluffy onesie. It's a tiger. It's like a tiger stripes. Honestly, it's like 200 degrees in my goddamn room. Yeah, it's probably Saika from Gairu. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Now that is like a short hair Otokonoko. So yeah, that would be an example of a short hair Otokonoko. I like that style a little bit more, where it's like a little more. It's a little straighter, you know, a little more straight edge, a little fluffier, a little softer. Whereas mine kind of curves around a little bit more. He looks more like a Shota. I guess if you just look at his face, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. A little bit. I don't think, like, I don't know, it's really hard to, like, there's no use categorizing the characters, guys, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, there's always overlap. Also, not a super cheap fursuit style. I mean, it's definitely, like, kind of a fursuit, but oh my god, it is 200 degrees, though. I don't think I should be wearing this right now. But I can't stream naked, can I? I'll just bring the top off and stream without the shirt on. QB Watch is Shota? QB Watch, who's this? QB Watch. I mean, I think you could be a Shota and a femboy. Okay, I don't know who this is. I think you could be a Shota and a femboy, for example, or like a Shota and a Otokonoko, you know? Technically, at least in anime. In real life, don't walk up to children in real life and be like, you're so femboy, can't like, don't do that. That's not acceptable. But like, if we're talking anime characters, like, yeah, you can be both.
Tiger, I come with some startling news.
Oh my god.
I went to the doctor today, and thanks to my marathon watching of Kamen Rider and general shitposting,
yeah?
I've been diagnosed with an alpha strain of terminal brain rot.
Oh. But like, you're okay, right? I mean, a little bit of brain rot never hurt anybody. A little bit of brain worms here and there never hurt anyone. No, it's terminal. Oh, it's terminal, I see. I guess you did say it was terminal, yeah. No, you scared the shit out of me at that opening. Goddamn. I was like, goddamn, more cancer? Fuck. Noxy. Goddamn it, why couldn't it just be you? Help, it's spreading, it's spreading, it's spreading. I've never watched any Kamen Rider, ever. So, I'm sure it's great though. I'm surviving, like, white-knuckling a solo cup. Like I narrowly survived a truck going through the front of a 7-Eleven I was shopping in. Wait, for real? I'm surviving, like, white-knuckling a solo cup, like I nearly... Oh, no, wait, is that a metaphor? Is that a metaphor or a simile? Or, like, did that actually happen? It's very specific, I can't tell. I'm glad you're doing okay, though. I'm glad you're doing alright. I'm glad you're alive, for starters, if that really happened. But yeah, Damn, that's something to check with the headband. I lost my headband. Oh my god, I've been like headband maxing lately, and I fucking lost mine, and I don't know where it is. I need to like deep clean my room, and I'm sure it'll turn up. But why do they call it terminal cancer if it cannot run any commands? Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. I'll ask Terry Fox what he thinks. Ugh. Oh, my wrist, dude. Yeah, I was swinging my fucking like racket around all day, and then my forearm is super tight, like like right below the elbow, but on like the forearm, or like the back of the forearm or whatever. It's brutal. Make sure you guys work out, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is like hit 30 and then be like, oh, everything hurts now, I don't feel like doing it, you know? Make sure you're staying active every week, even if it's only like a little bit at a time. Make sure you're doing it, okay? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. OMG, there's a diaper ad banner on there? Huh? What? It's a wild simile metaphor. That's what it felt like. Oh, I see. Yes, of course, yes. Okay, I'm glad you're okay. Also, is there like a huge delay in the stream? Are we good? We're good, right? Twitch running diaper ads in your stream, I guess? Oh. I mean, I think that says more about like your own interests than anything to do with me. Taiga stream getting diaper ads? I mean, you're getting diaper ads, guys. Like, you get whatever you're gonna get ads for shit you're looking up a lot. That's just how it works. That's just how targeted ads work. My phone crashed like crazy? No, it's you. Oh, okay. Purple still's good. Thank you for that. Thank you for the re-up for 10 months.
Tags, poggers, 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 tags, poggers.
I just pogged in my pants, if you know what I mean. At this point, the Taiga diaper memes are becoming real. They're not becoming real. I'm not into diapers, nor will I ever be into diapers. You're welcome to like project whatever fetish you want on me though, because I am into that. I am into projection. Projection turns me on. Please project on me harder. Why did you turn into an NPC streamer? Yes. Gang. Super hot fire. Yes. Oh, banger alert. There's a man who leads a life of danger. Everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. It's got such a surf rock vibe to it, even though like I wouldn't technically consider it surf rock just because of the theme. Taiga, I'm like 99.9364% sure that you said you'd wear a diaper under a fursuit. Well, of course I would. I mean, that's just practical. That has nothing to do with the fetish. It's just practicality. Okay? If you're gonna be in a hot fursuit every day, are you gonna take it off every time you need to go to the bathroom? No. You would obviously wear a diaper, and that way you can fursuit longer. It just makes sense. You're just not thinking practically. You guys hate me because I'm not, like, stupid. Secret agent man. Fucking banger. It'll make them like they used to, eh? Yeah, why did you make it hard to pee from? Yeah, if you really, I didn't want me to wear a diaper in a fursuit, then maybe you should have made it easier to pee out of. I mean, I'm not gonna pee in the fursuit because that's just unhygienic and then it ruins the fursuit. So really, it just, like, diapers are the only option when wearing a fursuit. It just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. They make pee holes? I think those holes are, I mean, like, I think they do make pee holes, but I think that's for a very different type of fursuit. Secret agent man. I'm not a confirmed crinkler. I'm just saying if I did have a fursuit, I probably would wear a diaper with it because it just makes sense. Sorry, I'm not a no-load mentally ill descriptive. It's only logical, yes, exactly. But you're still doing okay and are still around, you adorable buffoon. Just figured I'd stop by and say hi real quick. How's it going, Velaraz? Ah, I'm doing okay, yeah. I'm doing all right. I actually had another laser hair appointment yesterday, which it was good. They got a new machine and everything, and now instead of like, it's supposed to be a better machine that does it like better. I still notice like a little bit of hair here and there, but like on your legs, I'm doing my legs and my face right now. And after that, I'll probably like look at my stomach and maybe my armpits. And I don't know, I kind of want to like, actually what I really want to do is get my you know, the area done, right? You know, the lewd, my balls. I want to do my cock and balls. I want to get that done at some point, but I'm too shy to ask. Oh yes, sorry, my massive fucking PENOR. I'd love to get laser on that at some point. I guess not on the dick, but like, you know, the groin. The groin. That's the word for it, right? But they have a word for that. Yeah, I'd like to get my, you know, whatever, you know, my crown jewels done. At some point, just for fun. But I'm scared to ask because I think most of the people who come and do laser are girls, and most of the people who do the laser are girls, which is fine. I would love a girl to zap my balls with a laser. That's not the issue. It's just that I don't want to make them uncomfortable by asking, especially if it's like something nobody there wants to do. So I don't know, but like I'm willing, you know, I'm willing to pay. I want to get that shit done because I hate having to shit. I hate having to shit. I hate having to shave. The sissy beam. Yeah, I need them to hit me with the sissy beam even harder next time. Shaving sucks. Shaving extra sucks because especially like when I first shave, it's kind of fine, but after it starts to grow in again, I get like red bumps sometimes, like razor burn, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying. It hurts. It's kind of sore after a bit, and you know, I just don't want to deal with that. So I'd love to never have to deal with that again. Cuts though, yeah, and the cuts. I haven't cut my balls in a while, but we're good there. I've learned, but Taiga wax. I could wax. Yeah, no, I could wax, but I feel like that's even more dangerous. I feel like that's even more like, I don't know. I'd still have to get it done professionally. I'd still have to get somebody like, hey, come wax me. Would you mind waxing? Cause I can't do that myself. I can't give myself a Brazilian, you know, on my own. Someday I can afford lasers. The face is actually like the cheapest part, believe it or not. This is like a little known fact. Guys, look into like if you want to get like laser, you can probably already afford like facial hair removal, okay? It'll be like a little, you know, more expensive if you're a guy just because of like how many sessions you'll probably need. But in general, like the face is only like $100. Like I got, or maybe 200, you know? I got mine on sale. So my only cost like $100, $111 for the face. And that's because there's not a lot of surface area on the face. If you do the legs, there's usually a lot more hair on the legs. So the legs are gonna cost just naturally a lot more. But the face is small and there's not a lot of face to go over. So it's based on like a size, area of size. So I need more facial hair, not less. Why do you want more? Ew, what are you, a man? How much? I mean, mine only costs like 200. Mine only costs like 200 down to like 100 because I got it 40% off, so It was like $112, $20. I don't know. Get me through that face stuff. Gosh dang, you can do it. You can do it. Just look into it. What if the 70s happen and body hair becomes cool again? Unless body hair becomes cool again for femboys and women, which it never really was. Which it never really was. No, I'm okay. It's not in my place. Your stream brings colors back to my night. I feel like it's morning. Aww. But it's night. Isn't that cozy though? Aren't night streams like way cozier? I mean, I could do like morning streams, but I feel like nobody wants that. Nobody wants a morning stream. Nobody wants a morning Taiga stream, right? You guys like the night streams, right? Right? Right. Did somebody say Femboy with a massive PENOR? Oh my god. I did. That's the name of the stream title. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I like the surprise. I'll keep surprising you then. Oh my god, did you guys see? Okay, not to talk about like drama, but did you guys see like everything going on with like pirate software? Do you guys know pirate software? Have you guys seen that shit? This man is crashing out, dude. This man is crashing out. The likes of which I've only seen, I was gonna say I've never seen before, but I've definitely seen crashing out like this before. Yeah, he sucks, LMAO. I mean, too much ego scenes, definitely too much ego from my POV. The guy who sabotaged Stop Killing Games, I guess so, I could care less, but I mean, not I could care less. I mean, I think Stop Killing Games is like a pretty like understandable motivation. Yeah, I guess you fuck him for that, but yeah, he seems like a bit of a fucking like moron. Like just like a really big ego and just like unable. Those are the worst people. The people who are like unable to just like, even when they're like just blatantly wrong, they just don't want to talk about how they're wrong. They won't like acknowledge how they're wrong. Those are the worst. Those are the worst people. Those are the worst people, man. Oh, I was asking how much did laser legs cost? That's like closer to 1,000. So I'd look for a good deal on legs. Face is definitely a lot cheaper. My legs are basically done though. Granted, 1,000 for like multiple sessions, right? Like $1,000 for guaranteed smooth legs the rest of your life. Not a bad deal when you like really break it down. You'll never have to buy like razors again and stuff. It is just a bit of a commitment for sure to like fork over all at once, but you're spending that much money, way more than that in a lifetime of like buying razors, you know? So just something to think about. Bro, what is that title? I thought you were small and elite. No, yeah, I am. I was like, listen, with the title tonight, I was like, okay, how can I be as annoying as possible? And I needed to step into like femboy shoes to see things from their world. The title's just a title, guy. The title is not reflective of the actual size of my member. Okay, it is literally just clickbait. Yeah, it's actually 2 monster cans. A wink. I hate that. I hate that shit. Also, have you guys noticed that like a lot of the femboy culture and jokes that like you see lately is kind of pulled from like the trans culture first? Like the obsession with like Blahaj, the shark or whatever, like that's all trans culture. And then femboys just kind of like yoinked that and made it theirs. Have you noticed that? And like even Monster Can, I'm pretty sure is like a, I don't know, Monster Can may be more debatable because I think that's a nostalgia thing, but yeah. Wait, really? Yeah, really. Like Blahaj, that's like trans. That's all trans culture or like vibes. Those are all jokes that came from the trans community, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it average? Quite frankly, it's none of your business. But yeah, I'm perfectly average. Femboy culture has had to choose what influences are borrowed from feminine, like male gay culture and also trans culture. Yeah, it just kind of takes anything. We just don't have our own jokes is what I'm saying. We need to make our own femboy jokes. What's a femboy joke? Let's make our own femboy meme right now or something. what if femboys loved I'll answer it because you paid me, but let's not get into this again. Okay, without putting either side down, the difference between the two is Otokonoko mainly aim to 100% present as a girl, okay? Like, completely. Like, you're gonna mistake them as a girl because they want you to, okay? Femboys, not necessarily. Femboys can go all the way. Like, you could call an Otokonoko a femboy and you wouldn't technically be wrong. However, it's like, you know, rectangle, square's not a rectangle thing. Femboys oftentimes just kind of like dress femininely, but aren't making actual attempts to pass as a girl. Oftentimes. That's like the biggest difference. That's it right there. And that's not, I don't think that's putting either side down. That's it. Those are the difference. Otokonoko is like all the way. Femboy is like
I see.
a spectrum.
Thank you very much. I was genuinely curious.
You're welcome. Let's not get into it too much. But yeah, femboy is more like a spectrum. Like, you could be like, you could just paint your nails and be like, oh yeah, I'm a femboy or something. And then Otokonoko is like 100% I'm cross-dressing all the time. Most of the OCs that femboys have are literally Otokonokos, or am I wrong? I would say you're wrong. I don't know, it depends who we're talking about. Like, case by case, like, you'd have to show me, but I would say you're wrong. I would say you're wrong. I would say most of the femboy, like if we're talking VTubers, like most of the femboy VTubers are femboy VTubers. They're perfectly fine being femboy VTubers. You know? I would say most of them are just like really slutty twinks, you know? Like they'll wear short shorts, like they'll wear this. Like, I'm not an otokonoko. This is not an otokonoko design. This is not an otokonoko design. It's a good design. And I'm so cute. I'm adorable. Okay? But, like, I'm not an otokonoko. This is a femboy design. This is, like, this is feminine leaning. It plays with femininity here and there. I mean, argue this is barely even a femboy design. It plays with femininity, but it is not, like, full-on otokonoko at all. Not even close. Oh my god, this is my favorite song to listen to in the summertime. Whore waist. Yes, I've got a whore waist so that men can grab onto it and it'll give me piggyback rides. I vowed. When the weather is fine. I told you about that story, right? When some guy gave me a piggyback ride, I vowed. He was like super conservative. He was like, bro, I'm conservative as a motherfucker, but like, I'm totally fine with like trans people. Like, you guys gotta live your best life. And I'm like, I'm not trans, but thank you. I'm not trans, but good to know. Cool. And then he put me on his shoulders, gave me a shoulder ride, and I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, I wanted to ask, like, "Are you sure?" Because, like, I got balls, and like, I don't mind putting that on your neck, but are you sure? You know? And he was like, "Yeah, it's all good." And I was like, "Okay, all right." I mean, I didn't tell him I had balls because I didn't want to talk about my balls, but balls are great. No, I love balls. No, don't get me wrong. I love balls. I love balls. But yeah, I know it was really embarrassing for me. I mean, he was chill. He was a chill guy. What can I say? Like, I can't even hate. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't beat me to death. So I'd say that's, you know, a good thing. I'd say that's a good goddamn thing. Note to self, go to VOD. VOD is a fun time. You should definitely go to VOD or like any music festival, like EDC. Is in Las Vegas. I'm probably gonna try to go one year. Yeah, I like this vibe. I didn't like his vibe. He started talking about politics. If I'm fucking partying to Black Tiger Sex Machine, okay, and you're all over being like, yo, I'm conservative as a motherfucker. I don't need to know that. I don't really need to know that, man. If he left the politics out of it, I would have liked the vibe. But you know, I need someone to tell me that they're conservative and that they're not gonna beat me to death. It's like, okay, okay, thank you. It's like, okay, thanks, I'm glad we're chill, I guess, you know? We could have just been chill without, like, you telling me, you know, that you're conservative, but it's all good. It's all good. No, it was cool. I didn't like his vibe. I was a little apprehensive. Noxie got along with him fine, though, so that's good. And then he gave me a shoulder ride, and that was nice as well. Just be a decent person, yeah. You're at a music festival, why politics? I definitely just didn't want to talk politics with this guy at all. Like, you know, I didn't like, oh yeah, like, what am I supposed to say to that realistically? You know what I mean? When someone's like, oh dude, I'm conservative as a motherfucker, but like, I'm totally fine with trans people. Like, it's like, well, I'm not. And I think he asked, like, are you guys trans? And I was like, well, like, she is. I'm just vibing. I'm just vibing. I'm just wearing short dolls, you know? But yeah. No, he was cute though. Yeah, I guess he was cute. Searching for affirmation, yeah. I think I could have been like, yeah, maybe I should have said like, yeah, I'm conservative too. I
mysteriously attracted to him at the same time.
Go Trump.
Oop,
I don't know. Like, I'm
forgot.
Canadian, so I don't know what do I say. I don't know what it means to be a conservative in Canada. I don't vote. But yeah, Black Tiger Sex Machine fucking slapped though. I don't remember any of it, mind you, but that's kind of just the nature of EDM. You don't remember shit. But I remember it was like, we'll play some Black Tiger Sex Machine. Oh, this is their EDC set. That's crazy.
Question for you guys. Who the fuck is ready to go to church?
I am. I'm gonna go to church. I want to go to church.
Before we start, we're gonna chant follow me.
BTSM BDSM BDSM BDSM.
EDC, make some noise.
You get the idea. They fuck with like anime vibes a lot. Like they're very gimmicky in like a way that like they try to tell a story. I don't know. They try to immerse you in like a world, a story, and I really like that. Other DJs at EDC or like Valid, for example, they just kind of like play the music and it's cool. you know? But like, I mean, you hear it, right? It's crazy. BDSM, does that mean you like latex? I've never tried latex, but I would. I would probably really like latex. Maybe not to wear, but like in general, it might be nice. What's like the appeal of latex, guys? Is it like, do you, like, I don't know. I feel like it would be like, I'd get really hot and sweaty and then the sweat would like pool up and I'd be all lubed up on the inside. Are you supposed to lube up before wearing like latex or? I have a latex allergy? No way. How'd you figure that out?
Yeah, I was scared, and yet...
Corporal Major, thank you for the Prime Gaming. How's it going? Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. Welcome to Black... Oh, no, I'll be White Tiger Sex Machine. My original band. Original band, do not steal. White Tiger, yeah, I'll be the White Tiger Power Ranger, White Ranger Tiger Power. White Tiger Power Ranger. It works, it's not problematic if I put tiger in there, right? It's not problematic if tiger's in there, yeah? Original character, do not steal. Snow Tiger, Sex Machine. Snow Tiger, Pirate, Lord. Because there's gonna be multiple of us. Oh, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? This is Black Tiger Sex Machine. Pretty good, right? Huh? Not too shabby, eh? All those wubs and dubs, you know, they don't make them like they used to. Best music to shit to? I shit to this music all the time. It gets my guts going. When you're really going through it. This shit would go crazy on drugs. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, right? I mean, that's the idea. I don't know, this might be like insensitive of me to say, but I don't think EDM is something you can listen to off drugs. Quite frankly. Quite frankly, it's just like whatever to me. Like I listen to it and I'm like, yeah, that's that, you know? I need to be high on life. I need to be high on life to really enjoy EDM. Call me a rebel, because I do. I guess you're a rebel. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if you take drugs away, I just don't imagine the rave scenes would be, like, as cool and crazy as they are. What do you think, though? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they'd be nearly as popular if everybody was sober. I guess you could have drunk. You could get drunk, right? Maybe you could get drunk and have a good time, but I'll make your brain bleed. Drugs make the social go around, yeah. Yeah. I don't need drugs. I have the best one. Me, I'm... Your love is my drug. Your love is my drug, babe. Being drunk is mostly always fun. I do enjoy getting drunk. I enjoy being drunk. I don't enjoy getting drunk. I don't enjoy getting drunk. Because it's so expensive, and it's like, I don't want to drink beer. Actually, I say that, but I do have a Mike's Hard Hard ER lemonade. 7% alcoholic volume. Is that, can I get drunk off of that? Should I drink this? It's such a process to get drunk. Yeah, yeah. Shotgun a pussy? Shotgun I'm not a pussy. Okay, well I am a cat. Okay, I am a pussy. Okay, I guess I'm a pussy. I don't have to do it. It's 7% and it probably doesn't taste bad. What does 7% like even mean? You have to drink like 5. 7% is low. Okay, well then what's the point of it then? If 7% is low, like what's the point? Beer's like 5%? Oh. Soju is like 12%. Oh. I'm learning so much about percentages. Oh my god, tell me more. Tell me more percentages. I mean, you're a little guy. If you don't eat 3, would get you buzzing. If you don't eat 3, would get you buzzing. I just had oh my god, I just had a chicken Caesar wrap. Every day I'm hustling, yo. You watch enough drunken compilation videos, the point of drinking seems, well, pointless. I mean, it's fun to be drunk. It makes me happy. It makes me happy when I'm drunk, you know? I enjoy things more. I enjoy experiencing life while drunk. But yeah, I definitely just don't wanna be... It is very fun. It is very fun. I mean, being inebriated in any way is just fun, you know? I enjoy the drunkenness, yeah. Yeah. Fuck beer, daiquiri is the shit, yeah. Strawberry daiquiri, or like I get a raspberry Cosmo anytime I get a drink at like if I'm at a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, I'll get a raspberry Cosmo. Excuse me, lady. Excuse me, m'lady. May I please have a raspberry Cosmo? Margarita superiority. Margaritas are okay. I tried margaritas. Sometimes they're good, and then sometimes they're like way too salty. So I can't drink it. I can't drink salty margaritas, even though it's like kind of the point. But they can't be too salty. You know what I mean? What the fuck is this song? Loud noises. The song is all about loud noises. This is like headbang. Back Tiger Sex Machine is all headbanging. The visuals though are fucking crazy. The visuals are crazy. Okay. Damn, you don't like saltiness? No, I'm not a fan of saltiness. Why? What did you have in mind? You're thinking about sex again, aren't you?
Yeah, I was scared and yet mysteriously attracted to him at the same time.
1 year, baby.
Yo! Heartwallow, thank you for the 2 months over 12 months in a row! An entire year. That's crazy. You're on themselves. So were a lot of us. And they're comfy, they're nice, and I still feel like I'm kind of cross-dressing, like, but also if I got caught, like if somebody pantsed me, like if somebody pantsed me in public and then everybody saw my underwear, nobody would think anything. They'd be like, oh, it's just, you know, whatever, you know. They wouldn't know just by looking. So, it's safe. It's safe, but in my mind, I'm still doing something naughty and freaky. Ugh! Gotta get proper briefs to keep the boys steady. I did have this like one phase where I thought like, okay, gross? What's gross? You're gross. Fuck you. No, but I did have this one like era where I was super, I thought like, oh man, I gotta show you guys. I'll post it or sometime. But like tidy whities are kind of like cute. Kind of. In like a they're kind of cute way. in like a cute like little dorky way, like aww. Like they're not quite panties. Like panties are like full on like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing those. Those are lewd. But tidy whities are kind of like that vibe where it's like you can wear them, but it's about like the most childish thing you can wear, which is a vibe. I prefer mine colorful. Yeah, I like mine. I like color as well. I used to hate color. I like in high school, everything I wore was black. Everything except like my pants. I'd wear some like khaki khaki pants or whatever. But yeah, no, everything I wore was black. I was a total emo, except I didn't like do the makeup as well. But other than that, I was like a total emo. The emo phase, yeah. It was not quite emo, but I was emo. Also, like, apparently everybody in high school just knew I was gay. And I don't even think I was that gay. I don't think I knew I was gay. Like, I certainly didn't go after boys, you know? You set off their gaydar. I set off everybody's gaydar, so everybody just thought I was gay. Even though I never did anything gay. Oh, okay, well, I cross-dressed to school one time. In a pink Sailor Seppuku outfit. But that was like one time, okay? And everybody already thought I was gay before I did that, so that doesn't count. So I don't know how they figured it out. I don't know how they figured me out. It was so annoying people knew I was gay before I was gay. Before I knew, yeah. It's I mean, it wasn't like annoying, it's funny. It's just funny. The gaydar was strong, indeed. Not as strong as my muscles though after playing tennis. Guys,
hello cutie pie.
Like,
sorry I'm late, I was committing war crimes in your name.
Oh. Yeah, dude, my core already looks amazing. Like, I was feeling so fucking fat before I started playing tennis again. But now, like, I think I already see abs coming in. And I've only done it for like 2 days. I don't know. I think I've got the kind of body type where like I can get muscles like super easily. I can get tones like super easily. I'm pretty cool. I know. Please tell me how cool I am. You can tell me how cool I am, please. Go ahead. Go on. Go on. I'll wait, please. I mean, you don't have to say anything, but like, you know, go ahead. I'm gonna punch you in the tummy regardless. Well, I'm getting abs there, Noxie, so you better watch out. Noxie, I will belt you in the face. Okay. I believe in equal rights, and that includes these fists are gender neutral, okay? Is all I'm trying to say. Being punched in the stomach is never fun. I mean, it's kind of fun when you get into like a little brawl fight, you know? I don't think like being punched is not fun, but like if you're ready for it, if you're like fucking fighting, like I don't know, I just want to fight. I wanted to fight all the time. Like I was a black belt in karate, right? I still am, technically. I was always waiting for somebody to start a fight. I was like, just come on, someone fight me. Like I would never go out of my way to start shit. Never. But you know, in the back of my mind, you're always like waiting for the day where like, come on, just beef with me. I swear to God, beef with me. And it never happened. Very sad. Tense your belly, getting punched isn't terrible. It's definitely not terrible, like, especially if you're in the middle of a fight, you're not really gonna feel it because your adrenaline's running so high, like, you don't have time to think about how much that hurt. So, the brat yearns for correction. The brat yearns for correction, what the fuck? I'm not a brat, you're a brat. You're a brat, I'm not a brat. Didn't you read the stream title? Okay, I'm such a cutie wutie. I'm such a cutie wutie femboy. Look at my massive. I got big feet. Not too bad, eh? Big tail. I got a big tail. I got a big, huge, gigantic even personality. For free. I mean, you got to see my shoes. I don't know why. I like in my brain. In my brain, I was like, well, like, why would I want to take my shoes off? And I think that was the right call, ultimately. Like, financially, I think it was a better decision to not get a shoeless Taiga model. I could have, absolutely. But, like, it's just kind of useless, right? You know? Like, I would probably show you that once. Maybe I'd get a clip with some views, but, like, at a certain point, you're just spending, like, $200, $200 for some clip farming, for some grippers. Gotta get the chunky toddler shoes on the model. I love those shoes. I don't even wear them because, like, they're designer shoes, so, like, they were very expensive. Like, I can't wear them outside anywhere. But sometimes when I get really freaky, I'll wear them around the house, I guess. I'll wear them around the house if I want to, and yeah, they do their job. They make me feel like a gigantic toddler. So yeah, I don't really know why I bought them. I'll buy a second pair that I can wear outside to, like, social gatherings and events, and then I'll wear those and take good care of them. But yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those realistically on my own. Maybe I'll get the girl ones. I'll get the girl ones next time because those are even cuter. I just love being cute. I love wearing cute little colorful clothing. You know what I think? I think other femboys are scared to be cute. I think they're scared. I think they want to be cute, but they're scared that if they dress too cute, it'll be problematic and they'll get in trouble because they always get other people in trouble for being too cute. And that's why all femboys dress in the same boring ass outfits. It's because they're scared. They're scared. They're scared to go all the way. They're scared to truly be adorable. Ugh. Oh man, this Mike's hard lemonade is disgusting. I can't even tell if I'm getting drunk. I think I'm just getting more silly. Gatekeeping cuteness couldn't be me. I mean, nobody's gatekeeping it, right? But I think they're subconsciously gatekeeping themselves. I really do. I really, really do. I think IRL femboys all dress the same because there's nobody to, like, look at and be like, oh, that's how I could be dressing. Or they're afraid to order that kind of clothing, or they don't know where to get it, or if they get it, like, I don't know. There's like a gajillion things. Put chat on slow mode, please? No way. I can barely keep up. I mean, actually, no, I can keep up fine. How do y'all feel about green beans? Like the food. It depends how they're cooked. Every green bean I've had is, like, too stiff, so I'm not a fan of green beans. I don't like green jelly beans either, and if there's another third kind of green bean, I probably don't like it either. I'm just not a fan of, like, I don't hate them, like, I'll eat them. They're okay when they're cooked right, but I probably wouldn't even ask for them. You know what I fucking slept on for so long until now, though? Beets. Dude, guys, beets are amazing. I fucking love beets. They're really good, they're really good. I've been getting a lot more beets at this one restaurant I go to. By Dre? No, not by Dre. By Dre, no, the vegetable. I'll turn you into a vegetable. No, I love beets, though. They're really good. Like beetroots, yeah? They're really good. They taste really, really good. You are now a beetle. Wow. But yeah, I love beets. Oh man, you know what else is crazy, guys? Okay, since we're talking about news, this pirate software guy seems like a real narcissist, like a real fucking like jackass. I don't know, kind of just obnoxious. But you know what else happened though in the VTuber community, which is crazy. I mean, Giga left VShojo, right? And I was like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, not a founding member, it doesn't really matter to me. You know, didn't change my life. But then Zentreya announced that they left. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had no idea. I don't know, because like Giga and Zen were like kind of the ones doing like the most, I feel, like with the community. But like Giga leaving is like, okay, whatever. But like Zen leaving, that's crazy, because like Zen is a founding member, which is just bonkers. And it's especially crazy because Zen was, I don't know, man, like I just think it puts everything in perspective so hard. Every single round of applications they've ever done, it's been a farce, right? Like every single time they've opened up applications for VShojo, every single time they've done VShojo applications, it's been a farce, right? That's all Zen leaving proves to me. That's all Zen leaving proves to me, in my opinion. I don't think VShojo ever had any intention, ever, of hiring an indie that wasn't already well established, like that wasn't either a nepo hire from Niji Sanji or just insanely big already and already collabed with them. That's all this proves to me, which is crazy. I understand why Zen's so big they no longer need the support. That's definitely not why they left. Because Zen was all in on VShojo. Like, if that was the case, Zen would not have been putting that much effort into like, hey, let's get these applications going, let's get people to join. They wouldn't have been doing that. Like, if Zen had just gotten so big they don't need the support, that's just not the case. And Zen was already huge. When VShojo was founded, Iron Mouse, Zen, Melody, like they were already fucking, like Silvervale, they were already huge streamers. They never needed VShojo. They literally never needed VShojo. Nobody who joined VShojo ever actually needed VShojo. And that's just a fact. So it's definitely not just like, oh, I'm big now, I don't need VShojo, because they never did. They were already big. That's why they got together. They made VShojo because they were just the biggest streamers in the community at the time, and they got together out of convenience. Like, it wasn't like they need VShojo. They never did. It was because management wasn't doing anything and the synergy completely dissolved from lack of collabs. Yep, I believe that. Even Mata and Henna are just reincarnations. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, VShojo is the nepo hire company. That's all it's ever been. And I think Zen wanted it to, like, be more than that. Maybe. But VShojo didn't, like, the people, whoever, I don't know. Because I think it's more than just, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the management, because I don't want to entirely blame the management. But if it was entirely the management's fault, then I also think it's a huge mistake letting the talents push this idea that, like, hey, anyone can come and join VShojo, when it wasn't true. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know what the fuck happened there. Like, VShojo is crazy. At least they're keeping their IP. I mean, of course they're keeping their IP. That was always, like, the point. Anyone surprised that VShojo girls leaving the company or keeping their IP hasn't been paying attention to VShojo? Most of the girls who joined VShojo initially were established before VShojo, like Zentreya, Iron Mouse, Melody, etc., Silvervale. Like, they were all with themselves, you know what I mean? So of course they'd keep their IP. Yeah, VShojo has always been a retirement or go-between home. Yeah, it has, but like, yeah, I don't actually know what VShojo does or did, or like, I guess, you know? All I know is that they opened applications like 1,600 fucking times. And then never actually hired anybody who applied. Except for Haruka. Apparently Haruka applied the one time, but she was already collabing and hanging out with them, you know what I mean? Haruka's a sweetheart, though. Haruka's great. Haruka's lovely. Snuffy was my favorite VShojo girl, and she wasn't even part of it. LMAO. LMAO. I mean, VShojo seems to set you up for life. Nah, VShojo doesn't set you up for life. It really doesn't. Like, it really, really doesn't. Think about, sorry, but like, can we like talk about this for a second? There's not a single person in VShojo who either wasn't like hella established and had a ton of clout, either leaving Niji Sanji, was established before joining VShojo as an indie, or that's it. I think that's it. Like that's it, right? Like either like they already had a ton of clout coming away from Niji Sanji to begin with, or they were already super well established on their own without the help of VShojo. VShojo just kind of like nepo hired everybody, and then like, I don't know, took credit, I guess, clearly. I mean, maybe they helped them get sponsors or something. I really don't know what VShojo was doing. I don't know, was Matora is an ex-Niji Sanji VTuber. Matora was ex-Niji Sanji. They left during like the Doki Bird controversy and came away with a shit ton of new viewers who were just looking to follow them from their past life. So, yeah. Like I said, everybody is a nepo hire. Literally every single one of them, not to say that they don't deserve it, but just that like they were all very well established. VShojo has nothing to do with anybody's fame there, except for maybe one. I think they like took the chance on one single, like Fruit, right? Fruit was a new debut, or I don't know. I think Fruit of the Loom, and there's like one other VTuber, and like those are the only two original IPs. I could be wrong. I don't think any actual original IPs came out of like VShojo though, who like weren't hella established. Keisan was Coco and Henya was Pikami. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Technically, it would be cronyism. Nepotism is family related. Okay, sure. Cronyism, whatever. You know what I mean, though, right? You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Not that the girls aren't talented, but just that, like, man, what, like, VShojo's dead. VShojo's dead. VShojo's fucking dead, right? Like, I don't know. Unless they like maybe they'll finally invite like a ton of new members or something. Finally, but yeah, all of them were friends before joining VShojo. Exactly, you know, when you're popular. Iron Mouse is one hell of a cash cow, TBH. I'm sure, I don't doubt it, but like with the Iron Mouse thing, like if your entire corporation just kind of exists to like, if Iron Mouse is the face of your whole thing, right? Like that's not much of a corporation anymore. I mean, I guess you could still function. But like, what are you really doing at that point? Just leave. Like, Iron Mouse doesn't even need VShojo. VShojo needs Iron Mouse at this point, right? I guess they have Melody and Haruka, and like they still have others, but I just really don't know like what's going on with the group. It's definitely on life support IMO. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's on its way out. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody like still in VShojo really gives a shit or needs it or like cares. Not that VShojo, because like at this point, like everybody's just gone. They're just gone, you know? Like what do you do? Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. Who cares? Give it like 3 years at that, I guess. But I guess my question is like, why do I even care then? You know what I mean? Like if all my faves are gone, and VShojo is just kind of like, I don't know. It does seem like it's on life support. I just don't know like, why should I be hyped for VShojo? You know? What makes VShojo special? I guess. Ugh. Because honestly, at this point, VShojo has done nothing but like prove time and time again that they've lied to their viewers like over and over again. How many times have they opened applications and then not hired anybody who applied? Like, that's why the nepotism / cronyism allegations are so, like, substantial. It's because it's kind of true. It's kind of fucking true, right? Like I've been saying all day, VShojo served its purpose. I definitely think it served its purpose. It made the founders a lot of money, you know? It made the people in it a lot of money for the time that they were in it. And it's just kind of not necessary anymore. It was never really like a real VTuber organization to begin with, right? It was kind of just like a VTuber group, you know? It's kind of like a VTuber group that had a lot of clout. It was never really an org or like a corpo, you know? Yay capitalism, yeah. It was a very effective tool, yeah. It was a solid thing for 1 year, and then it was just kind of there. But yeah. I wanted to join VShojo once. Oh yeah, I guess Kuro's still in there. I forgot. I forgot they have like one male member of VShojo. Now again, this is just me, okay? I think VShojo is an amazing name, okay? It's got great branding. It's so good. And like, I'm a little biased here, but I think you easily could have hired like an actual femboy. If you're gonna hire one guy and only one guy to join VShojo, why would you not make damn sure it's a goddamn femboy or like an otokonoko? I'm just saying, like your group is called VShojo. It would have been genius. And like I'm glad they didn't, because I would have been really jealous. But like if you're gonna add one guy and only one guy, make it count, you know, like, you know, make a statement with that, and it would have been really cool. But they didn't do that, and I'm glad they didn't, because I would have been super jealous that it wasn't me anyway. So it works out. But I think it was a genius idea. I think it would have been a genius idea. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts argument. Yeah. You got the idea. You know what I'm saying though. But yeah, that was like my, I don't know, like if I was in charge of management of VShojo, I'd be like, we need a femboy. We need to get somebody who can like pass as a girl. Not just like any femboy though, right? Like you don't want some guy who's like, hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? My name is Taiga, and I'm a femboy VTuber, and it's really cool to be here with you today, and I love sissy hypno, and I like cross-dressing. Check out my massive fucking PENOR. Ooh, you don't want that, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want like, you want, I don't know, like I was thinking of like the Hololive femboys or otokonoko that they had. There was like they had two. There was two in Hololive at a given time, and they both retired, and it's really sad. I think they just like had other shit to do. That was my moist critical impression. Yeah, thank you. No, but they had like Hololive had two femboys or otokonoko, and they were fucking like amazing. Like they actually like passed as girls. They actually passed as girls. Which like, it was cool. They were playing characters, and the character was like, yeah, I'm like, it was just part of the vibe. It was just part of like, it was a real ass otokonoko. And that's what I would have done. But I don't think like, I don't know, I guess VShojo just wasn't that focused on like people being in character for anything. Just didn't give a shit. Honestly, I assumed you were supposed to be a Shota originally. Dude, I'm whatever you want me to be, okay? I just want to make you happy. You know? And if I have to be a girl to make you happy, I'll be a girl. And if I have to be a boy to make you happy, I'll be a boy. As long as I can see that smile on your face. And kiss you to bed each night, like we're good. I don't know, that voice had me feeling some, but...
What's up everybody, it's Critical. What's up everybody, it's Critical, and today,
Yeah, I was scared and yet mysteriously attracted
whatever.
to her at the same time.
Tiger is tiger, and that's a guaranteed cutie. Nuff said.
Nuff said. Crazy VShojo situation. But yeah. VShojo just should hire DSP. VShojo should hire anybody. VShojo should hire literally anyone. I'm sorry, I'm giving VShojo a hard time. Like, I think I knew the owners for a bit before I got canceled, and they're nice guys. They're doing their best. You know what I mean? I'm sure. I think Gunrun left though. Even one of the co-owners, right? I don't know what's going on with VShojo. There's like, I feel like there's something more to the story than what we're getting, but yeah, they seem understaffed at the moment. They do. They really do. They seem in over their head at this point, and they just seem like they're on their way out. And it's fine. Like, it is what it is. They're nice guys. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just like, I'm so like brand optics focused. Like, I love femboys, right? But I hate the femboy community, because the femboy community, lame. Okay, it's a bunch of fucking losers. Okay, when you get a bunch of femboys together, and you make a community based on being a femboy, it just devolves into like catfights, petty shit, jealousy, backstabbing, and it kind of flanderizes us all, if that makes sense. Like, there's a huge fucking side effect of just like, oh, we're a bunch of femboys. What do we have in common? Our dicks. So now, like, every stream, every conversation, every community in-joke is just about our dick, because that's all you have with femboys, right? When you put the focus entirely on them. But it's different. It's different when you have a group of diverse girls, or like boys and girls, and then you slide a femboy in there, and now suddenly the dynamic is completely different, right? Because it's not like, oh, I have a dick. It's, I guess it's still that, but like, you know what I mean? There's some kayfabe to it. There's some kayfabe to it that you get to embrace that you don't get without kind of just like mingling and having a diverse like community, I guess. You just slide the femboy in and be like, hey, I'm a femboy, or well, I'm like a girl, but I'm actually a guy, you know? Or am I actually a guy? I don't know. You don't know. That's the joke. That's the best part. You don't know necessarily, which I like. I like it when you don't know. Kuma pause with a tier 1 sub for 6 months in advance. You're so hot. It just occurred to me we both have a shared music mindset. The scene? Fuck the scene. This suck. No, Diab. If there's one thing I've learned in this past month especially, femboys suck. And Kuma pause! Look at the fucker, what comes up? Femboys suck, guys. Femboys suck. Femboys suck. Oh, Sweet Fingers by Albert King. Albert King. I have to stop watching streams from femboys because they're so sensitive to the most innocent joke that they... that makes me angry. Well, joke. Give me a joke. Give me an example of a joke you told. We won't ban you. I promise, no matter how bad it is. Okay. Wait, I take that back. We might ban you. Be careful, you know, but tell me the joke. Tell me the joke. We're cool. We're chill here, right, guys? We like jokes, right, guys? We're not gonna snake on anybody. We're not gonna tattle. We're good. We're chill. I'm waiting though. Okay, maybe like if it's like really bad, don't say it. You know what I mean? If it's like anything racist, don't say it. But as long as it's a good joke, otherwise, go for it. Whisper it into my ear. What's that? What's that? Femboys did 9/11? That's not that bad. Diaper, there's your joke. Taiga, I've given you money.
There's your joke.
Alright, I'll let you off, JW. I won't put you on the spot like that. But, you know, maybe next time. When you get the balls. When you get some balls. Let me know, oh, God. It's a sad day when the femboy has more balls between the two of us. Just saying. But yeah, what else? What's up with you guys, though? Ugh. God, beer's gross. Ugh. Femboys were responsible for the folly of man. No, man was responsible for the folly of man. Femboys were just jerking him off. I'm doing fine, playing some tech mod packs. Ooh, I always like, I don't know. I'm like a vanilla bitch when it comes to Minecraft and sex.
Femboys are the
I'm just not a huge
symptom,
fan
not the
of...
cause.
Yeah, we're a symptom. So I'll remove the cause, but not the symptom. Do you think there are cavemen femboys? No. I don't think they had any concept of gender yet past like...
Vagina.
You know.
Smash pussy.
I don't know, maybe there were gay cavemans though. Maybe there were gay cavemen. Who knows? Taiga needs to rein in all the femboys and monopolize them. I don't want anything to do with them. Like, completely, I'll just, like, level with you right now. They all suck. They're all backstabbing cunts. Not all, sorry. Like, definitely not all. There's some good guys out there. There's some good people out there. 100%. But, like, no, like, there's just, like, a non-insignificant, percentage of the femboy VTubers especially, but, like, even the wider community I know I have friends who complain about. There's a non-insignificant portion of this percentage of this community that, like, just are not good people. They're mean, conniving, backstabbing, will do anything to get ahead, and kind of just want to see you fail on the virtue of you being competition, right? Because that's the real problem with the femboy community is that, like, ultimately, other femboys simply are just competition. Plain and simple. So like, you can meet some cool people that you can get along with, and they might be your real friends for as long as it's convenient. But a lot of them just see you as competition, especially if like someone in their space doesn't like you. Like, oh, you might be chill with me, but your friend isn't chill with me, and now like you gotta pick sides. It's very tribal. 12 Angry Femboys. Yeah, 12 Angry Femboys. 12 Angry Men isn't really like I love 12 Angry Men, by the way. If you guys haven't seen 12 Angry Men, culture yourself, okay? Culture yourself, please. Go watch it. It's an amazing movie. It won an Oscar. It sure did, but I don't think most of us were alive when it won an Oscar. It really is a great movie though. The dialogue is just so engaging, and it's got one of my favorite actors in it from The Exorcist 3. Oh, his name is escaping me at the moment. It was juror number 3. He played the detective in The Exorcist 3, who was also the detective from The Exorcist 1, but they had to recast him because that detective died by the time they made The Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3, by the way, also an amazing movie. People talk shit about Exorcist 3. It's so good. It is such a good movie. Exorcist 2, skip. Just go to Exorcist 3. It's amazing, okay? Trust me. The studio ruined it. The reason Exorcist 3 sucks is because of the studio. They were like, because it wasn't actually meant to be an Exorcist movie. It was based on the book Legion, which it wasn't like an official Exorcist sequel, but the studio was like, listen, this movie is George C. Scott. Thank you. George C. Scott, my favorite actor. It was based on the book, which was a sequel. So Exorcist 1 is a book, right? Based on a book. Exorcist 2, original garbage. Exorcist 3 was based on the sequel to The Exorcist called Legion, and it wasn't actually meant to be titled Exorcist, but the studio was like, yeah, no, we're not making this movie unless you call it Exorcist 3. So they had to call it Exorcist 3. But then because they called it Exorcist 3, they were like, we need an exorcism in this movie. But the book doesn't have an exorcism in it because it's not an exorcist book. It's not a movie about an exorcism. It's only a movie about an exorcism because the title was supposed to be changed to Exorcist 3. So they had to force into the script this, like, out of place, really bad exorcism that just doesn't belong in the script because, like, it just shouldn't have been there, and the studio forced them to have it. But ignore that. If you ignore that and just watch the rest of the movie, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's such a good movie. Exorcist 3, top 10 horror films of all time. I'm not even putting The Exorcist there. The Exorcist is amazing. I just like The Exorcist 3 more. Evil Dead 2, Exorcist 3, The Babadook, I guess. I guess The Babadook could have a spot. The Thing, 1982, directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell. What else? What other horror movies do I like? Freddy Got Fingered. We're talking about horror movies, okay? We're talking about horror movies. Specifically. I'm not including any slashers. Maybe Scream? Blair Witch Project? Nah. I mean, I'm not denying it didn't have its impact, but it's just not my cup of tea. Cabin in the Woods? I love Cabin in the Woods. I'm just not sure if I would like put it in my top all-time horror movies. You know what I mean? Krampus? I mean, Krampus was fun, but no. Krampus was fun, but no. Tremors is not a horror movie, it's a creature feature. I'll count creature features. Oh yeah, Reanimator Soul. I'll accept Cabin. No, I'm not saying Cabin in the Woods isn't a good movie, because it definitely is. Alien, Alien. Yeah. I mean, it's good. No, I mean, it's definitely good. I'm just not sure I love it. I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure I'm obsessed with it. I'm not sure it's, like, really doing it for me. It's giving, like, B tier. No, it's good. It's, like, solid A. It's just definitely not one of those movies that really speaks to me personally, though. I don't think. Poltergeist, yeah. Poltergeist goes on for a long time. It's like, I feel like it could have ended so many times. But yeah. Anyway, Babadook, Babadook. Babadook, Evil Dead 2. Scream, etc. Anything else I said, The Thing, whatever else I said. Those are my 5 favorite. I don't know, I'll have to do a top 10 at some point. Evil Dead 2 100% though. Like, it invented the genre of cabin in the woods. Like we would not have Cabin in the Woods without Evil Dead 2, period. You know? I mean, like, I'm sure somebody eventually would have did a Cabin in the Woods, but it never would have been as iconic as Evil Dead 2. Fucking Rosemary's Baby. I gotta see it. That's Polanski, right? Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out eventually. I hear it. I've heard good things. Taiga, what do you think of Dead by Daylight? I think if I didn't have Crony to play it with, I would hate it. I've been enjoying it a little bit more because I can play it with Crony, but it's not like my favorite game of all time. Ugh. Speaking of horror though, Resident Evil 9's coming out soon. I'm super excited for that. I heard rumors, not rumors, but like the devs said they were planning to have Leon, or they like had a thought to have Leon as the protagonist for Resident Evil 9. But it wouldn't have worked because he's like, first of all, it's 30 years in the future, right? And also like, he's just too tough now. He's just got too much aura. He's just got too much aura, you know what I mean? So like, they were like, oh, we didn't want Leon being scared by like every little thing. We just didn't think that would fit his character. So we did a different protagonist. I hope they have Leon come in. I hope they have Leon come in at the end though. And like, you know how like Resident Evil 8 and even 7, you just played it as a totally different character. Like at the end of 8, you played as like Chris. I hope they do that for Leon at the end of 9. Where like Leon finally comes back and you just get to play as him for a bit. That'd be sick. That'd be lovely. That'd be awesome. I heard people saying they think they're gonna do that, but it's just a bunch of fucking like nobodies on Twitter, so what do they know? I'd be fucking hyped. A 51-year-old Leon whimpering. Oh, Unc, Daddy. It's gonna be sad to see, like, I think the one thing I'm most scared, if they do bring back Leon just for the very end, I'm really scared that he's not gonna be hot. I just hope they don't like fucking ruin him though, right? I just hope he doesn't like come in looking like Naruto in Boruto. I hope that he doesn't come in looking like Boruto's dad from like Boruto. that would like really depress me. I want him to be like good. I want him to be in good shape. Yeah, Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy are too strong now. Which you can still use them, but yeah, they are too strong. I agree. For a horror game, like, it's not really the vibe you're trying to sell, which I respect. I respect, like, Resident Evil for kind of even, like, acknowledging that, because I think they were definitely getting to a point, like, where, like, 5 and 6 came out, where they were like, yeah, it's, fuck it, we're making an action game now, like, with the zombies, but now they're, like, kind of back to, like, yeah, we still want it to be a horror game, which I respect. Makes me happy. It makes me feel like the series is in good hands. So I'm excited for that. We're definitely playing that day one. I don't know about day one, but we're definitely playing that like the week it comes out. Blug, I hate typos. Me too. I hate typos. Sometimes I'm like, hey babe, wanna fuck? But I didn't even mean to type that. I meant like, hey babe, you wanna go bowling? And the that damn autocorrect making me look like a pervert. I gotta ask now, what's your favorite anime? Hunter x Hunter is still always forever. Sorry. It'll always be Hunter x Hunter. I did start watching, rewatching SAO though, like season 1. And cause I was like, in my head I was like, well, I watched this as a kid and I liked it as a kid, but then I hated it because everybody told me it was bad. But maybe it's okay. Like maybe it aged well. Maybe I was just too hard on it and it's just like perfectly made and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying like SAO is the best fucking anime of all time, but like, you know, maybe I was just too hard on it and it's fine. I'm 4 episodes in. I just got to the episode with Silica where Pina dies and then they have to go heal Pina, and then the author for the first time in the entire show shows this I just love that the first character they like hypersexualize, it's the fucking lolly. It's the goddamn lolly. like they have like Asuna in earlier episodes and there's like not a lot of like fan service in SAO, and then episode 4 fucking Silica shows up and they're like, boom, bra and panties. Also, upskirt when tentacle monster lifts her up and she's worried about Kirito looking. I love that. I love Silica. She was my first waifu, probably because of episode 4, granted. They made her so cute. Yeah, the tentacle shit with the lolly. Yeah, good times, good times. Yeah. So I was really looking forward to that. And I still have my issues with the show. I definitely think it's still super depressing that when you watch like SAO for the first time, you're like, wow, like what a great episode 1. What a crazy premise. I wonder what's gonna happen next. And then episode 2 is like, hey guys, we found the first floor boss and we beat him. And then episode 3 is like, oh, actually, we're on floor 38 now. It's like, huh? I don't know. I would have liked to see more like evolution. I would have liked to see, like, if we're gonna see Kirito be a badass all the time, like I would have liked to see his growth, I guess. At least like him solo leveling. Get it? Solo leveling. I would have liked to see the solo leveling though. It just jumps around. The light novel jumps around even worse. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the jumping around. I think the pacing is really bad. Shit just happens and then it's like, I would have really liked to see how he got this item. Or like, there's like episode 3 where like his like guild dies and he's level 48. And he's like, oh, we can't use our teleportation crystals. And it's like only the 3rd episode and teleportation crystals are not brought up once. And it's like, why couldn't you have brought that up? You could have established, it's just like really, like if I was reading the book, I would have been pissed. It works a little better in an anime when you're able to like take a step back and look at it more like, hey, this is just like a series of one-shots where Kirito shows up and saves the day. But it seems like really poorly written from like a storytelling POV otherwise, you know? You really only can watch season 1 as like, hey, this is it's just a series of one-shots. Kirito's a badass and he shows up and saves the day all the time. Check it out. And that's it, you know? So I'll keep watching though. I'll keep watching, mostly for Silica. I love her. She was my first waifu. Did you guys know that? Me and Silica, we go way back. I was busting loads to her before I even knew what anime was. No, but I do love Silica though, for real life. She was my first. She was my first. She took my virginity, my anime waifu virginity. The FBI couldn't torture that information out of me. I bet they could. I bet you're a total little pussy, Sigamigs. I bet if I was the FBI, I could just waterboard you and get you to say whatever I wanted you to. I would just waterboard you and eventually like you would just say anything to make it stop. So actually, I think I could get you to say that. I think I could torture that out of you. Please do not waterboard us with your piss. I wasn't going to, but now I am. Gun Gale Online though? Gun Gale Online is peak. I was talking with Shira because we were watching an episode. And Shira was like, I did not like SAO season 2. And I was like, what? That's like all I liked. How did you not like it? And then he realized he meant he didn't like SAO part 2, like season 1 part 2, the Alfheim Online stuff. He didn't like that. And I was like, oh yeah, no, that sucks. Season 2 is like peak though. Gun Gale Online is peak though. Gun Gale Online is beautiful because we got Femboy Kirito, Otokonoko, Oto Kirito, Otokono, whatever, you get the idea. We get Otokonoko Kirito, and he's a cute little button, Kirito, girly toe. That's what I'm looking forward to. I really am looking forward to that because it's just such a vibe. It's just such a vibe to see him like in that, I don't know, aesthetic, I guess. This is like my hot take. It's not really a hot take. I think it's a pretty reasonable opinion, but I think that some of the best femboys are the ones where, or rather, I think, I'm not gonna say like broadly some of the best ones, blah, 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 but I think Kirito, the reason like Femboy Kirito, Otokonoko Kirito works so well for me at that point is because we're so used to like one aesthetic from him. So when we finally see him get in the game and he's like all girly and shit, it like makes my heart flutter because like, you know, he doesn't want to be like that, you know, or like, you know, he didn't expect to be like that. I gotta watch. Maybe he chose his character to look like that. I can't remember, but it's just adorable. It's just adorable seeing like boys cross-dress when they don't want to be cross-dressing. That's like my vibe. That's my favorite vibe, is cross-dressing forced upon a boy who really didn't want this or expect this, or like they're embarrassed about it. He did not choose that. I didn't think so. Ice Mirror 88 with the 2-1 good sub. How's it going, big man? How's it going? Welcome to stream. He got the super rare girl model. Yeah, you got the super rare girl model, of course. I'd rather have like femme Deku. Oh man. Deku's a whole can of worms because I really hate their voice. What's wrong, Pookie Bear? Daddy's waiting. Deku impressions like piss me off. Like they make me cringe so hard. Like I like them. They're funny. They're funny. They're funny, I guess. But God, dude, the Deku voice. I feel bad because like the VA, I don't want to say he does a bad job, but he picked the most fucking like awful voice. Maybe not awful, maybe not, like it wasn't awful in the moment, but like it just quickly became just horrible to listen to and really funny when people do impressions of it, you know? Forced cross-dressing is better because natural cross-dressers are usually just girls unless you say something. I prefer Chico over Pico and definitely over Coco. I agree with you. Chico is better. Which one is Chico? Hold on. I'm gonna get on a list for looking this up. Boku no Pico Chico. Images. Yeah, that's the boy, right? The boy with the brown hair. Yeah. No, they're adorable. I agree. I totally agree. They're definitely my favorite. Not to like break down the Boku no, like I guess I am gonna break down Boku no Pico. Pico, as your first protagonist, they're just like a little too feminine overtly from the get-go, to the point where it's almost a little off-putting. IMO, they creep me out. They creep me out. You know what I mean? They look like too sexed up almost. I mean, I get that's the point, but they almost look like they were created like as like the ideal little boy toy of like whoever. They're almost like too perfectly fetishized as like it's the perfect cross-dressing like little. It's just, you know, it puts me off. It puts me off. Chico is just cute. Chico is just generically cute, and I don't give a shit about Coco. Chico's just generically cute though, you know? Especially in the maid outfit. Just generically cute. But like Pico is already like, yeah, it's try-harding. Pico's try-harding, like, oh, aren't they so erotic? They're like the perfect little cross-dressing femboy. They got the hairstyle. It's just naturally really girly, and it's just like they're trying too hard, yeah. Whereas like Chico, he's a little rough around the edges, and I like that. It's adorable. I remember when that series was taboo. Now we have so many mainstream series that are just as bad. LMAO. I disagree. I definitely don't think we have anything nearly as bad as Boku no Pico. Pico was based on Bridget, according to the creator. Really? That's interesting. Cool. That's a nice, fun little fun fact. I mean, they can say that, but like if you put Bridget and Pico next to each other, I'd still be like, yeah, I'll pick Bridget, you know? Bridget's cuter to me. Interesting tidbit though. I had no idea. Really interesting. I think like the two most, I don't know if this is like, I don't watch a lot of anime, so I shouldn't really be speaking, but Boku no Pico is definitely the most like overtly fucked thing I've ever watched. Granted, I watched it as a kid, so I think it was kind of like, I was kind of new to the genre of like fucked up anime porn. My little femboy can't not be this cute. Try Made in Abyss. Oh yeah, Made in Abyss. I love Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss has class though. Made in Abyss has class. So like the fucked parts are fucked, but it's got class in between all the fucked parts. So it's not as bad. Made in Abyss has class. They discovered that they disguised the fucked parts with like a really compelling story, great animation, well-written characters, and a really banger soundtrack, you know? Whereas like Boku no Pico, you're only watching for one thing. There's not a lot to write home about with Boku no Pico, you know what I mean? There's not a lot to deconstruct, I guess, there. I do love Made in Abyss though. I gotta watch more, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up on my MIB. Or MIA. I had to think there, sorry. It would be awesome if they had outfit changes in an Impact. I think they do. I think they're gonna have outfit changes. For some reason, and this pisses me off so much, okay? I don't understand why they're doing this with Gon and Killua specifically, but anytime they release like a figure of Gon and Killua, or like the Nendoroids, for example, is a perfect example. The first 2 Nendoroids, thank you for the raid, by the way, welcome! Welcome, Saber! How's it going? Thank you for the raid! Mwah! But the first 2 Nendoroids they ever released of Gon and Killua, it had them in their Chimera Ant outfits, okay? Chimera Ant arc outfits, which isn't an issue, except for the fact that those outfits are literally just their regular outfits, except missing the most iconic piece and wearing a generic fucking tank top, a white tank top, which, like, in my opinion, isn't all that iconic. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't just go with the green jacket for Gon first, and the V-neck shirt with like the blue long sleeves for Killua. I don't know why. And then they're releasing new Nendoroids with those aspects, like. So, I don't know, maybe money. Probably just money. Like, probably just fucking money. Did I have Gon's extendo hair? I don't remember. Maybe. I have mine on my shelf, but I didn't open it. Makes you feel scammed if the outfit isn't right. It did make me feel a little scammed, especially because they released these ones now, and I already bought the previous ones. So it's like, if I was gonna only buy 2, I would have just got the ones in their actual default outfits and not them in shitty little, like, unrecognizable white tank tops. And then they did the same fucking thing. They did the same goddamn thing for Nen Impact, I think. Actually, I don't know. I played the beta, and I don't know what outfit. I don't remember what outfit Gon wore in the beta. I think I might have in the jacket. But I saw in a lot of promotional, it was just Gon and Killua on their white tank tops, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, put them in the jackets. Put them in the jackets. Like, there's no reason not to put them in the jackets. I don't get it. I don't get it. Put them in their, like, actual, like, Arc 1 clothes. That's what they wear the most. That's, like, their default outfit. They literally only wear the tank tops during the events of the final, like, event of, like, Net Impact, or not of Chimera Ant arc. So, like, less than, like, a quarter of the episodes. It's just, like, not a good fit either. It's just not recognizable or iconic. It doesn't look very good. It's just a bit lackluster, you know? Especially when you know what they should look like, what they could be looking like. I think Nendoroid figurines are similar to the Haniwa of the city servants meant to serve their master in the afterlife. Oh, that's kind of sick. Gon and Killua can serve me anytime, I mean. Okay, question. Do you prefer Shota or Lolly more? I don't know. I mean, it depends. It literally just depends on the character, to be honest. Like, as a genre, I am indifferent to, like, anything. Like, if I like the character, I like the character, you know? The character is what's important. It's not about whether they're a Shota or a Lolly or, like, a big kid, big adult, okay? It's about the personality, the heart, okay? What's on the inside, and how cool their outfit is. A combination of all those things, you know? I'm not just, like, naturally obsessed with Shota or a Lolly, you feel me? Sometimes the design gets you wild. I mean, I don't know about wild. I feel like we're having a very different conversation here. I like what I like, okay? And Gon and Killua have amazing characters, okay? Like, they're just genuinely, like, 2 of the best developed characters in the entire, like, history of manga and anime. So I adore them, you know? I love Togashi. I love his characters. Which is why I'm so hard on these tank top outfits. Because they suck. They fucking suck. They fucking suck so much, man. Sometimes it just clicks with you, yeah. What's your favorite character from the Ant arc? Morel. The guy who uses the big pipe to make smoke. He's my favorite character from the Ant arc, I think. With a close second being, like, Pito. Or any of the Royal Guards, really. They're all great. I also love Knuckle and Shoot. And Nav. And Palm. I have feelings for Palm. Or not for Palm. About Palm. I have opinions on Palm. Why Morel? I like his Nen ability a lot. It's one of the more creative Nen abilities that we get to see. It's also like the first time we get to see a manipulation ability in the show that isn't just like, oh, I stab you with my needle and take control of you, or something like that, you know? Like, he has a manipulation ability that's like really unique and interesting, and I love him for that. Nephropito is very popular for reasons. Yeah, Nephropito is like the go-to, right? Like, I could easily say Pito and we'd all agree, but I think Morel is a more interesting pick. I like his Zen ability. I like his vibe. I like his personality. I like his... he doesn't really have much of an arc, right? But like, when you encounter these types of characters for the first time, usually in anime, like, they're very one note, very like whatever. You know what you're gonna get from a character like Morel when he's introduced in any other shonen. But he showed a lot of growth throughout, not a lot of growth, but like, he showed that there was a lot more depth to his personality throughout the entirety of the Chimera Ant arc, and that I like surprises. I like surprises, and I like his vibe. He seems like a nice guy. Also, all of his Nen abilities are named after musical songs from like music, like IRL music. So like Jailhouse Rock, or like Smokey Jail is like a reference to Jailhouse Rock. A lot of Elvis and stuff. And he you know, his whole vibe. He's named after a mushroom. He's basically just a huge fucking stoner. You know what I mean? Who loves music. And he even bonds with one of the, kind of like JoJo's, exactly. Araki would approve, yeah. And he even bonds with the lion dude, Lael, about how, like, damn, sucks to fight a guy with such good taste in music. And I love that. I fucking love that. So, like, yeah, I love Morel. I love Morel. He's fun. I hope that was an acceptable answer. I could have said Pito, but like, we all love Pito, right? We all love Pito. Pito's got enough time in the spotlight, you know? I'm trying to think if there's anyone I'm forgetting though. Komugi is great, Meruem is great, obviously. I mean, they're all great. There are no bad characters in Chimera Ant arc, except Palm. I hate Palm. I like Palm when she becomes a Chimera Ant. I think her design is way better in that form. I think her power is cooler. I like everything about that version of her. She's more mature as a person, but the version of Palm we got before that point, I hate her. She sucks. Maybe not hate, but like, man, she's just like such a nothing. She's so annoying, and then like you're just kind of waiting for her to get out of the way when she's introduced, and she's like obsessed with Gon in a way that's way more problematic than Hisoka ever was, but because she's a girl, nobody talks about that. Because she went on a date with Gon? No, not because she went on a date with Gon, because she was obsessive about it. She was like, Gon, and then like, I don't know, cutting, and she's like, you better win the fight against Knuckle or I'll kill you. It's like, shut up, like, get out, like, what are you doing here? Like, you're not gonna kill her. You're not gonna kill Gon, you're not gonna do anything. But when you think about the fact that Knuckle, I think Knuckle and Palm were both specifically taken from JoJo's Part 4, right? Because there's a character in JoJo's Part 4, the girl who is in love with Koichi, she also has hair-related abilities, right? And she's also like a BPD manic freak. And then Knuckle, of course, is easily like a reference to Okuyasu, like hands down. Knuckle and Okuyasu even have the same voice. Sorry, so it's complicated. So Knuckle is obviously like aesthetically very reminiscent of Josuke, but personality-wise, I would compare him to Okuyasu, and they even have the same voice actor. So in my brain, they're like the same character. He's like a mix of Josuke and Okuyasu put together into Knuckle. So I definitely think like Togashi took some inspiration from Part 4 when he wrote Chimera Ant arc. 100%. And my theory for this is strengthened even further when you look at the latest arc and how there's a character whose ability is basically just Kun Crimson, which is Part 5, and there's another character whose ability is basically like Giorno's ability what's his ability called? Gold Experience, called Biohazard, where they can like give life to inanimate objects and retain the function. So like, Togashi is a fan of JoJo's, like without a doubt. Wouldn't be surprised if that was a fact. I don't know if it's like confirmed. I don't know if Togashi said anything on it, but it's too similar to be like, no, it's not. Like, yeah, it's pretty clear where Togashi gets his inspiration from. He wears that on his sleeve. I think most good mangaka, like, you know, they're pretty open about like, hey, yeah, like, I read your shit and I fucking love it. I fucking love it, you know. It inspired me. You know, JoJo is peak when you see JoJo outside of JoJo. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Fiction is in circles. Romeo and Juliet was derivative when Shakespeare first wrote it. Really? Was it? Yeah, I mean, it probably was. Togashi is amazing and fully willing to draw inspiration from other good mangaka. I think anyone, like, yeah, you should be willing to draw that inspiration, right? Because, I mean, you don't want to draw it too much. You gotta be careful. Like, there's a fine line between inspiration and just like, oh, you're ripping me off. Or like, oh, you're just like too much of a fanboy about it. I think Togashi rocks that boat a little sometimes. Like, I think Knuckle and Palm are blatant kind of mirrors to the characters in JoJo's, you know? Different function, different purpose, different abilities, like different overall, you know? Where it's to the point where it's acceptable. But if they were main characters, I'd be like, oh, no, they just stole that. But they're not main characters, they're side characters, so you can get away with it. Is he still married to the Sailor Moon mangaka? He is, as far as I know. It's a mix because people can either see it as competition or cooperation. I think in Japan, people see it as cooperation. I think like the mangakas, they usually get along with that stuff. In America though, there'd be beef. There'd be beef in the US. They'd be like, you stole my fucking character. At least, unless they're a chill guy, but yeah. Who knows? Who knows? The author of Naruto is a huge Togashi fan, with Sasuke being inspired by Kurapika. Yeah, I heard about that. That Sasuke was like a direct inspiration on Kurapika, which kind of surprised me because I was like, oh man, I had to get in an argument with somebody about this because they were like, they had only watched the 2011 anime, right? And they just assumed that was it. Like they weren't like, basically they saw Hanzo and they were like, that's a fucking Naruto ripoff. And I like had to punch them in the face. I didn't really, it was across the internet, so I couldn't punch them. But I really wanted to punch them. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Watch more, read more fucking manga, moron. Oh my god. My monitor keeps turning off. Diesel was an infamous JoJo clone. They were too cheap to get the license, so they just ripped it off. I feel for Togashi's back, literally. I heard he got like some crazy surgery. I don't know. I hope he's healing, man. Like I'll lend Togashi my back for like long enough to finish Hunter x Hunter, and then as long as he gives it back to me when he's done with it, we're good. We're good. But I would totally give him my spine for a bit. Or my nerves, I don't know what the problem is, but... Togashi could take my spine, I'm not using it.
I was scared,
I'm very noble of you, thank you.
mysteriously attracted to him at the same time.
Happy 39 months.
Hey!
I'm here in Vegas. Should I put it all on black, red, or green tiger?
Put it on green taiga. That sounds like the right call. What a coincidence. Alika, please give me your spine. Ah, Alika. 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 I love Alika. She's so cute. She's so cute. So I don't know, like, with the implication with, like, Alika, I don't know, like, because, like, obviously, like, there's definitely implications that, like, she's not, it's complicated, right? So, like, because of the family of Alika, they all call them a boy. They all refer to Alika with male pronouns. But Kurapika specifically, and multiple times, makes a point to say Alika is a girl, and like they just wouldn't understand. Like there's heavy implications that like Alika is like gender non-conforming, and I don't know if it's like a literal, like I don't know if it's meant to be like a sort of like a Western trans kind of vibe, or more of like an otokonoko thing. You know what I mean? Because like we have other characters who fuck around with like gender a lot, but like not quite. Like I don't know. I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. Like I don't know what Togashi's intentions were. Like if Togashi was like, hey, they're trans, or like, is this just like advanced otokonokoing or something, you know? Or is it like neither and it's just kind of like his own, like, you know, it's like trans, but like his own idea of it, I guess. It's trans without being trans, I guess. If the wish-granting demon child wishes to be referred to as a girl, I will respect her wishes. Well, the thing is, Alika isn't actually the one granting the wishes, that's Nanika. But yeah, you know, I'm definitely not gonna like beef with them on purpose. I did say Killua has 2 femboy sisters. Yeah, 2 femboy sisters. That's the best way to put it. I'm pretty sure Togashi said Aluko's male. Okay, well, Togashi wrote Killua saying Aluko's female, so I don't know. That's a little confusing then. I don't know what that means. I kind of like how ambiguous Togashi is with gender. Me too, because you got Kaluto as well, who also like blatantly presents as a girl, but very much like is a brother. You know what I mean? And has no complaints about being the brother. Like that's just not an arc that they go through. So I'm kind of like wondering, like Aluka, for example, is like one of the only characters who they make a point to say, well, who they make a point to write Killua literally correcting other people for misgendering her, I guess. It's confusing cool, yeah. I love gender confusing people. Me too. I love Kaluto. Kaluto's so cute. I like her as female though, and Nanika being male. Oh, maybe that kind of works, eh? That could make sense, right? That's not even something I considered. Is that like Nanika is a boy, and then Aluka is a girl, or vice versa, like flip reverse it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of implications that you could look into. Either way, I'm gonna bask in the androgyny, as Zian said. You look like you bring top energy. Yo, thanks. No one's ever said that before. No one's ever said that to me before. What about me kind of brings top energy? If you had to say. Hey. Do you like my fangs? Do you guys like my little chompers? Taiga, have you eaten yet? I had a little bit to eat after my tennis game, but other than that, not really. I might wait a bit longer before I order something, if I order anything at all, because I'm not super hungry at this moment, and I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, I'm feeling pretty good after my workout, and I kind of want to not put any more calories on. Because the best way to lose weight is to just not eat. Did you guys know that? Because like, you can work out for maybe like 2 hours, right? And only lose like 600 calories. But then you can eat like a bagel with cream cheese and gain those 600 calories back. So like the real way to lose weight is to just not, well, it's just to not eat so much, you know? You can work out all day long, but you gotta eat. And if you're just eating those calories back, you know? Dieting, not die eating. So basic starvation. Yeah, pretty much. Don't overeat. Count your calories is the best way to lose weight. I don't think I need to lose weight though, I guess. I think I'm in a okay spot. I don't know. I think I just need to build more muscle, really, realistically. And any muscle, if I lose weight while building muscle, like good to go, you know, but I just gotta be careful. Don't eat for 36 hours. I at Veld, I don't really eat for like 3 days straight. Like I'll have like I'll go to Timmy's in the morning and then it's kind of just dancing all day, every day for the rest of the day. Because if you eat too much, well, it doesn't matter, but basically I go 3 days without eating. I lost 7 pounds at last Veld. I went from like 131 to 125 and I looked fucking great for like a couple days. And then I started eating normal again and gained it all back because I wasn't working out, so I wasn't able to retain any of that muscle. I built a lot of muscle from the dancing, and then I lost a lot of weight at once, which was cool. That's no bueno. It's alright, it's alright. It's only for 3 days. That's why I try not to eat a lot of carbs. Like sometimes if I need a snack, I eat some raw cut up peppers. Oh, I like veggies and dip. Like, I could go for some like ranch. I love ranch. I love dipping carrots and celery. Oh, yeah, give me some ranch. I could go for some ranch right now. I could go for some celery. I love celery. Where do I get like? Where can I just buy a boatload of celery? I have to go to the grocery store. Can I get takeout? Can I get takeout and get some celery? That's what I'll do. Ranch it up, yeah. I am fat as hell, 58 kg. I don't know what that means. I don't know what kg means. How many pounds is that? Speak American. I genuinely have no concept because 58 kg, that's pretty low. That's like 127 pounds. You think you're fat at 127 pounds? I'm gonna beat you to death with hammers. I'll beat you to death with hammers, I swear to God. 2.2 pounds. Naruhodo. So you just basically like double it, eh? Interesting. Takeout celery. I never heard of that, but oh man, this place I usually go to is I don't know what's going on there. Like we went in to have dinner and they were closed. I don't know what happened. Are they still open online? They're open online and what the fuck? What do you mean you're open online? What the fuck? They were closed earlier. Wait for Rizzle? Huh. Okay, AI is telling me something very specific, but I don't know how accurate this is. And I don't know where the AI is getting that info from. Alright. You should watch H3 videos so you can get it too. This is just me. I have nothing against H3 or even Hassan or Asmongold really. I'm tired of hearing about them. I simply don't care about a single thing going on in their lives. Like, I'm almost sick of like constantly having it just shoved on my timeline because I don't care. I don't watch it. I think they're all kind of just like, they all have their heads up their own ass for the most part. And I simply am tired of hearing about them constantly, all the time. You don't like the content slap? I don't like the content slap. Whatever it is, whatever community they're a part of, I want nothing to do with it. I just don't care. Like, I don't care who's right or wrong. They're all annoying. And the fact that I have to keep hearing about it every single day I go on Twitter, it pisses me off to no end. It's so upsetting that they can't just like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's like, nobody else makes this their drama other people's problems, but somehow perpetually it's constantly like my problem. I constantly have to hear about this, about people I don't care about. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And I just don't know. I don't know why. It's just like everybody wants me to care. Everybody wants me to care. Twitter wants me to care. Everybody else cares. And it's just, I don't know why we're talking about these people. Why do we care? Why do we care? Why do we care? I don't like them. I don't care about their content. I don't care about what bad takes they had because it doesn't affect me. None of it affects me. Let them like argue with each other. Why do we need to like, why is it my problem? Also, I think I'm going bald. From the stress. They feed the slop engine that brain rotters crave. It's got electrolytes. It's a bunch of fucking like politically... Like these people on both sides are about as politically aware as... as a compare... I don't know, something that's not very politically aware, I guess. I don't know, I just don't believe any of, like, I don't know. They're just a bunch of fucking rich assholes. Why should we listen? Why should we be listening to them? What do they know? What the fuck do they know? They're just making money. They're just telling you whatever you need to hear to make money. Ugh. All of them. It goes for everyone. Ugh. They're just, like, it's drama over, like, who's the bigger grifter or something. Like, I don't know. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I don't give a shit. If there's a chance Twitch gets shut down over Hassan's actions, they'll just ban Hassan and life goes on. I don't know. I just don't care. I just don't care. I just don't care. What am I gonna do about it? Like if I like research all this shit, literally what am I gonna do about it? Even if I come out with the opinion that like, yeah, actually, blah 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 blah, so and so is in the wrong. Like what do I do about it? Who cares? Who cares? Nothing matters. I'm just as fucked either way at that point then, right? Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, if Hassan is gonna get Twitch shut down, then, like, I guess Twitch gets shut down, man. Because, like, I don't care. I don't care. Just please stay away from me. Please get these people away from me. They're all annoying. They're all annoying. Drama streamers make me wish I was a starving Victorian child. Me too. Me too. We used to have it so easy. Have you heard we're getting a new Rohan Warriors? Oh, Ronin Warriors. I thought we were talking about JoJo again. Think of the content. All I can think about is how I would just be picking a side and like alienating half my audience. And I don't want to do that. I want to create an audience of like politically neutral people who are just kind of chill vibes, you know? I just want to have some chill vibes in the chat. Can we have some chill vibes here, guys? Can we get some chill vibes going on? Can we get like a $500 donation so that I can buy some chaotic cards? Please? Please, where are my chaotic cards? Please. Fuck politics. I just want yaoi. Yeah, I love yaoi. I love certain yaoi. I don't love like all yaoi. Like I'm not inherently like ooh yaoi, you know what I mean? But like if a ship tickles my fancy, I'll be like, nice, yeah, delicious food. I'm getting a 3D model of my persona commissioned. Is that a chill vibe enough, dude? That's so chill. I love that. That's a cool vibe. I'm gonna Fujo out. Let's all Fujo out. I need $500 worth of chill. If someone gives me $1,000, I can give you 500. I would prefer I just receive the 1,000 at that point. Because I have a couple cards that I need to buy. Can I tell you about them? Let me go to my eBay wish list. I can't show you because like I might dox myself if I do that. But let me tell you all about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh, what is this? I got a message. Automated message. Oh, they're shipping me. I just won an auction for one of the cards that I was buying. Luckily, I pre-bid a pretty penny on it, like $50 on the card. Because I was like, well, I don't want to spend $50, but if somebody tries to snipe this from me, like, I'll pay at least that much. And I got the card, and I ended up paying $50 for it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's called Magmamite. It's the 4-cost fire attack that came with the final set of the game. It does 15 base damage and 15 fire damage. And it has the effect that when the attack is played, it destroys the battle gear equipped to the creature it's played on. So it's a really good attack for fire decks. Most fire decks probably want to run this attack. There are other fire attacks that are worth running as well. But this is like definitely a good attack to spend your build point cost on because taking out the opponent's battle gear on an attack, free, like you don't have to use music or abilities or creature abilities. Really good, really good. So yeah, I got that. I also have a Prexorchasm the Blight that I've been looking at. There's only one available right now, so I think I might just like pull the trigger on that so that I can get that over with. But it's an ultra rare location card. Ultra rare location card. With a really strong effect. The effect is that the initiative is power, which you're not really playing it for the initiative. You know, initiatives are kind of irrelevant. But the effect is, while it's the active location, non-caretakers cannot be healed or gain energy, which is a really solid effect, especially if you're against a deck that loves to heal or gain. This pretty much negates any gain battle gear and any healing music that you would have. Useless on this location. It's rough, you know. And then it has the mirage effect that creatures in this space lose 20 energy. So after the location is done, you know, being in play, you can place it anywhere you want on the map, on the board. and creatures in that space will lose 20 energy. So like a tech with this would be to place it on like a support in the back row, lowering its energy by 20, and then potentially that could put it in range to kill with like a Music, which is like a spell card, that like a burn damage spell. So like Cannon of Casualty, for example, does 20 damage, 1 cost for 20 damage, 1 Music counter cost for 20 damage, and you could just play that. And like maybe they were at 40 energy before and it wouldn't have killed, but now if you reduce their energy by 20 and then play a Cannon of Casualty, they're just dead. It's 40 damage. So it's a solid location. Ultra rare location. Very cool. Then there's also a Chaotic Smilden. It's a super rare. It's a tribeless monster. He's not really good in any strategies that I would run him in, but there are only four tribeless creatures in the entire game. Here, let me show you. Like, let me give you visual aids. Not like aids, but like, you know what I mean. Okay. So if I go full screen here, and then go deck builder, and then I scroll down, and then I go, we'll create like a, we'll just use one of my older decks, shall we? There we go. Bro, I can't even count to 4. I can help you. 1. Say it with me now. 2. 3. 4. Okay. So, okay, here's like my Underworld burn deck, I guess, for example. So like, yeah. So like, Prexorchasm the Blight, for example, we're only running 1 Underworld Coliseum this lane. We run 2, never mind. So like, for example, this is Prexor. So they have Prexorchasm, right? They have like the regular Prexorchasm, which is only a super rare, but I actually think the card art for like the default Prexorchasm is actually really cool. As opposed to like the Prexorchasm the Blight. It's like slightly in the future. It's an ultra rare, and it is the one that I need. I have a regular Prexorchasm. It's Prexorchasm the Blight that I don't have. Very different effects. So Prexorchasm the Blight, pretty cool card. And then you've got Smilden. You got a Smilden here, right? Now again, he's not amazing. He's got like really good power and the earth element. So like if you're running a power earth deck, which isn't really a thing, but like, you can pick between one or the other. What was that in the cartoon again? Prexorchasm was in the cartoon. It was one of the locations. But yeah, he's pretty cool though. He's like a saber-tooth cat themed creature. And like I said, there are only 4 tribeless creatures in the entire game. Every other creature has like a tribe. It's either Underworld, Danian, Overworld, or Mapedian. Okay? And Smilden is tribeless, and there's only 4 in the game. So I kind of want to collect all the tribeless cards just out of principle. You understand? And then I'm looking at some other stuff. Most of it's like just generic bullshit that I don't really need. There's another location card called Dranicus. There's Dranicus Threshold. Which is another super rare. It doesn't look like much, and I think I honestly, like when I was a kid and I played this game a lot, I'd seen this card like a million times and I just never wanted it at all. I thought it was like lame as fuck, generic as fuck, boring as fuck. But the anime TV show gives it more significance. So, and its effect is not bad. It has Initiative Courage, whatever, who cares? But no music or abilities may be played. So if you want to shut down a deck, like if your deck doesn't rely on a lot of music or abilities for that matter, and you're just like, pure beater and you want to shut down like that for yourself and the opponent, you don't mind, like, it's a good location to have. So it's not bad. And then I need the Underworlder, Drachnus, spelled exactly how you'd think. He's just cool. I like him. Don't you think he's cool? He's like a little shadow guy. His effect is that if music you control would deal damage, it deals an additional 5 damage. Now, Underworlders love the damaging music, okay? They love damage music. They're all about burn with their music cards. like Cannon of Casualty, deal 20 damage to target creature. Came out with the first set of the game, still heavily run in most like modern Underworld decks, or like anything that like kind of wants to run it. If you need burn, like you're totally running Cannon. And they have like other damaging spells as well, or music as well. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I just like him. I don't know. I just like his vibe. Doesn't he look cool? Isn't he neat? And then what else? There's some attacks and stuff I need. I need a lore. There's a guy named Lore. He's just like a little bug man. He's a Danian. But he's with the first set of the game, and his ability is deal 10 damage to target creature and then heal 10 energy to Lore. He's unique, which means you can only run one of him, but he has 3 music counters. So basically, if you're in a burn deck, which Danians also don't mind burn, if you're in a burn deck, Danians, he's pretty good, because he's just like 3 music counters, which you can use for anything, or if you need it, you can like deal 10 damage, and that's like 30 damage total. If you need to close out a game, that's a lot of damage, you know? That's like the 30 damage, to put it in perspective, is the equivalent of like a tier 3 attack, or like I guess in this case a tier 4 if we're looking at Magma Might. This is the card. This is the attack card I got. Destroy the opposing engaged creature's battle gear. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right? How does that Hive ability work in the card game anyway? Basically, Hive is either active or it's not, and if it's active, other effects activate if they say they do. Otherwise, Hive does nothing on its own, which is dumb, by the way. Hive should do like something on its own, but it doesn't. Hive is just like active or it's not. And then if it's active, certain creatures gain effects while it's active that are unique to those creatures. Otherwise, it does nothing on its own. Unless the card says so. Anyway, then I got a lot of locations. I really wanted like, okay, so I have like a KO the Fierce, right? And unfortunately, like I this is really sad because I really wanted like a max energy KO the Fierce. But I only managed to get one with 65 energy at a decent price. And I'm fine with that. It's still like mid. 65 is still like the average, but I really would have liked, you know, like a 70 energy KO the Fierce. Because he's so cool. Basically, KO the Fierce, he has Fire 10, which doesn't seem like much, but that's the equivalent of like, okay, most battle gear only gives you Fire 5, right? So like this battle gear I have him, like it's called the Whip Crack. Very original, I know. It grants the equipped creature 15 power, and if it's an underworld, they gain 5 power. Okay, so that's a total of 15 fire. So basically, like if I played a Magma Might attack, right, it would be 15 base damage and then 15 fire damage, and then because KR has fire 15 with the battle gear, that would be an extra 15 fire damage, going from 30 damage to 45. So he basically has the equivalent of like 2 battle gear as an ability, which is pretty cool. So like, for example, there's a spell card called Song of Revival, a music card called Song of Revival, that costs 2 music to play, and you return target creature card in your discard pile to play in any open space on the board. That creature comes into play without any music counters, which is fine, but it also comes into play without any battle gear. And usually that's an issue, but if you're bringing back KO the Fierce, it's actually not an issue, because he basically has like, he doesn't need battle gear. His ability basically just like, he doesn't even need battle gear. It's cool. It's cool. It's a cool little attack. It's a cool little attack. I mean, he's even better with battle gear, but like he doesn't even need it, you know? But there's like a regular KR though. Like that's the retrain of KR. And then I kind of want like, I've got my eye on this like max energy ripple foil first edition KR. It's also got max courage and max power. Or no, max energy, max courage, and max wisdom. And it's only like $1,159 Canadian. So it's pretty cheap, right? It's pretty cheap. And it would be max energy, and he just looks really sexy like that, you know what I mean? He's just such a... God, I love KR. Isn't he cool? Don't you guys like KR? You guys like KR, right? Is he your favorite? He's probably your favorite. Other cards I'm looking at though is Nadrin Fluid Morpher's Foe. This guy. He came out with the second set of the Morellian Invasion, and by default, on average, he has 25 energy, but he's kind of like a pure support, and he's really weak. He's really weak. So I really want to get my hands on a version of him that has max energy, which would be 30. His stats don't really matter in this case because he really is never meant to fight at all ever, and his ability kind of ensures that he can basically stay alive forever. So like a decent stats would be okay if he has to fight, but like ideally he never has to fight. So max energy is really all you want, so that on the off chance that, like, let's say somebody Cannon of Casualties him, it would be the difference of, like, if so, for example, if you use Cannon of Casualty on, like, this version, the average version, he'd be left at 5 energy. But if you use Cannon of Casualty on the max energy version, he would have 10 energy left. Which potentially is, like, a game breaker, you know? That's the difference between a win and a lose, you know what I mean? You know, just a little extra energy never hurt anybody. But it's definitely on the lower end, because his ability basically makes it so he can gain energy anyway, infinitely anyway. Because his ability is when an opposing creature gains a media counter, place a media counter on Nadra and Fluid Morpher's foe. Now, I know what you're thinking, Taiga, how often are you even gaining media counters? Well, there's a creature called Fluid Morphers. For example, Nunkwern is a Fluid Morpher, and his ability is anytime you play a water attack, he gains a media counter. So every time, so basically, if Nadrin Fluid Morpher's foe is against another Fluid Morpher, every time a water attack is played, they would gain a media counter, meaning Nadrin would gain a media counter. Meaning, and he has the ability, for 2 music, you can dispel target Morellian music, and for 1 cost, target creature gains 5 energy. Now, the reason that's important is because that's a gain, chat. That's a gain 5 energy, okay? That's not a heal 5, that's a gain 5. Meaning, if he used that on himself, if it was a heal 5, he could only heal up to 25. But because it's a gain 5, his max energy would actually just go up to 30. And then 35, and then 40, and then 45. And as long as he keeps using it, like, it's basically infinite energy. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me?
I was scared, and yet
now, there's also another version of Nadrin, and this is the one I really have my eyes on, okay?
Chatter.
And it's Nadrin High Muge of the Lake, okay? Hello, welcome, Just Garlic Bread, thank you for the Prime. How's it going? Welcome. Thank you for the re-up. I really appreciate it. Okay, now, Nadrin High Muge of the Lake, he's a retrain of the previous Nadrin. Not that the previous Nadrin needed a retrain, because he was really, really good, but Nadrin is like a key figure in the TV show, so he gets a lot of reprints. And this Nadrin, his ability is pretty fucking basic. He has 60 energy, or 60 courage, and he has 100 wisdom on average, okay? Now, it can go higher or lower. Now, if you guys don't know, the stats in this game are randomized on the IRL cards. On the online version, it's like standardized, so average. But in real life, it's randomized, and it's on an array of 20 for the stats. So it's a 60 average for the courage, for example. However, it could go up to 70, or it could go as low as 50. And 60 is right where you want it to be, okay? Because that means he can play attacks like, wait for it. Sorry, I run him in my Wise Femguys deck. There's an attack called Directed Bravery, which requires a stat check Courage 60 to deal 10 damage, and a stat check Wisdom 60 to deal 10 damage. So it's very important when certain creatures meet or don't meet those stats, okay? For example, Nadrin, though, he can play this attack. He could play Directed Bravery, no problem. He's like, yo, Directed Bravery, I got you, bitch. Like, he'll hit you with that shit and do 25 damage. So, like, yeah, a Nadrin, if I could get my hands on a Nadrin with, like, 60 courage and 100 wisdom, that's beauty, okay? That's beauty right there. The problem is the energy, right? He only has 35, which basically makes him susceptible to get one shot by, like, basically any strike deck, for instance, but also, like, even most attacks are gonna, like, one-shot him. So I really want to get a max energy Nadrin High Muge. Not that I ever want to fight with him, but it's just the fact that his courage and wisdom are so good that if I did have to fight with him, I would want to be able to use all my attacks. Like Directed Bravery, for example, is a great attack. It's a great attack to use. I use it because all of my front lines, basically, except for Garv. Garv doesn't have very good courage. He's not really meant to fight. But Loma, she has defenders. So, like, anytime someone attacks Garv, Loma would just tag in and be like, actually, you're fighting Loma. And Loma has really good courage and wisdom, which is what you want. Ivana has amazing wisdom and courage, which, you know, and Tardark has even beefier wisdom and courage. So this is kind of like a wisdom courage deck, you know, when you think about it. And then you got attacks like Mind Mash, where you mash their mind. But yeah, you get the idea. So I want to get a really good Nadrin High Muge because he's so cool, you know, he's so cool. He's so cool and dreamy and wizardy, and he's just Gandalf. He's kind of just Gandalf. Does Nadrin have the courage and wisdom to cast Testicular Torsion? Probably. He could do anything he wants. He's so cool. And then there's some battle gear I want to get. And then there's a card called Chromax, right? Now Chromax, he's the last tribal card I don't have other than Smilden. He's ultra rare, okay? And he's actually the ancestor of Maxor. You see, this is Maxor, this is Chromax. They're related. You see, you read the flavor text, Chromax and Maxor, different branches, same tree. And as a kid, okay, Chromax had so much fucking aura, dude. Chromax had so much goddamn aura, okay? Watching the TV show, when he showed up, it was like, oh my god, it's like evil Maxor. I need him. And he's so fucking sick. He only has the earth element, and instead of having fire like Maxor does, he has water, which isn't like... There's no really good water earth decks, to be honest, right now. But, fun fact, the only worlds that was ever held for the chaotic card game, Chromax won the worlds. It was a Chromax deck that took the cake, that took the trophy. His ability is that damage dealt to Chromax by magic is reduced to 0, and Chromax's energy cannot be reduced by magic. Which isn't like incredibly powerful, but you know, it comes in handy. It keeps you safe, especially against burn decks, which I guess might have been popular at the time, who knows. We didn't really have the meta figured out back in 2010, you know what I mean? The game was only 3 years old, so people really didn't know what was going on. Now we have the meta all figured out, and Chromax, like the deck that won, would never win, well, now that we have all the cards and know what they do. And no, you know, we know what the best strats are, basically, and Chromax was not him, which kind of makes it cooler though, because I love that in card games when like nobody really knows what's going on, so everybody's just kind of doing like their best, I guess. Everybody's just like kind of showing up with what they have, putting strategies together with what they were able to pull, and hoping it's the best, you know what I mean? So like that first world was kind of beautiful, and I wish I was there. No meta is a good time, yeah. No meta is a fun time for card games. When everybody's just kind of guessing what the best is. Not that Chromax is a bad card by any stretch either. Like, he has his use, he has his functions, right? He's just, like, not amazing, you know? They're just better cards. They're just better decks. There's just way better decks. What else do I want? I need a location card called, Stone Pillar. It's the last pillar. It's the only pillar that I don't have, is Stone Pillar. So I want to collect all of the pillar cards because they look cool in a binder next to each other. And Stone Pillar is the last one I don't have. It's Initiative Wisdom, which usually really benefits like Overworlders more so than it does Underworlders. But the card is very much an Underworlder card, as the first magic card cast by any engaged Underworld creature costs 1 less to play, which is a pretty good effect, I guess. Like you wouldn't, I don't know, you don't need to run it, but like if you're running some high cost, like you know. It's okay. It's okay. It's usable. My favorite pillar, though, if you must ask, is Castle Pillar. I really like... That's not it. That's not it either. Hold on. Oh, that was it. That was it. Castle Pillar. I like this card. Look at this one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the card right there? Hello, TaigaxHolic. Hello, Zorders. Welcome to the stream. There's pillars besides Spear Pillar. There's tons of pillars. Right now, there are currently 6 pillars in the game, but in the lore of the show and the world, there are 7 pillars, but we never got the 7th pillar to print. All the pillars came out with the first set of the game, and the 7th one wasn't revealed until later in the show, and we just never saw print. And I think it would have been Ice Pillar, I believe, was the 7th pillar, and that would have been my favorite had it actually ever printed, but it never did. You'll notice a theme with all the pillars though. So there's Castle Pillar, and then there's Stone Pillar, and then there's Iron Pillar. Okay, and then there's I'll show you these all in a moment, and then there's Mount Pillar. Okay, am I missing any? I'm definitely missing something. Oh yeah, and then there's Wood Pillar. Okay. And these, basically the lore for the pillars is that these 7 pillars are basically the only thing holding up the overworld from falling into the underworld. So it's very important that they stay up. But yeah, here, this is Wooden Pillar. I already have Castle Pillar in this deck. There's Castle Pillar, and then there's Wooden Pillar, and you see the vibe, like, okay, Mount Pillar kind of, and then there's Mount Pillar, and this is a pillar that was specifically made into a house by all of the ants. All the ant people live in Mount Pillar. Which is pretty cool. And then they have Iron Pillar, which is like scrap iron, and it's like basically falling apart. The frequent quakes that rock the underworld are blamed on the instability of this once mighty prop. And then the Stone Pillar. And that's all of them. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm missing a pillar. I think I'm missing a pillar. Maybe there's only 6 pillars. But yeah, there's a lot of pillars. When I was a kid on the playground, we were kind of all obsessed with pillars. There was only so many cards in the game, right? And everybody on the playground wanted to get their hands on like the cool pillars, you know? They were like, oh yeah, well, you have castle pillar? Oh yeah, well, I have stone pillar. Oh yeah, well, I have iron pillar. And I have mount pillar. Castle pillar was the only ultra rare, but stone, iron, and wood are all super rares. And mount pillar for some reason was only just like a regular rare, which I thought was a shame. They should have at least made it a super rare. What's the best pillar? Well, that's a big question, little guy. The best pillar really depends on the deck you're running, of course. Iron pillar has a weird effect. Its initiative is courage, which like whatever, no one really cares. But its effect is that battle gear loses all ability, which, like, there's never really a situation where you want to remove the battle gear effects from both, because that includes yourself, right? So if you're using this, you're also disabling your own battle gear. So I guess if you're running like a deck that sacrifices its battle gear for immediate effects and then, you know, just kind of runs it so that your opponent gets fucked, you could do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if such a deck really exists though. Stone pillar is really good for underworlders, but I think the best pillar, Mount Pillar, is really good for Danians, of course, because when Mount Pillar becomes the active location, they activate the hive until the end of the turn, which is great. They love that, I guess. But there are better ways to activate the hive. There's a creature that when it dies, it just keeps the hive active the entire time. And Wooden Pillar makes overworld music cards cost an additional music counter to play. So like if you specifically want to counter overworlders, like Wooden Pillar's your guy, this really fucking hurts them, to be honest. But you can never know what you're going up against, so it's hard to, you know, just run it. So I would say Castle Pillar is probably the best pillar in the game. Taiga, I got in trouble for street racing? Why would you do that? That's dangerous. You gotta be more careful. But yeah, Castle Pillar's effect is, its initiative is courage. And at least in the deck that I'm using, the deck that I use, which is called Wise Femme Guys, all my front lines have really solid courage, right? Except for Garv. But like, I'd never be attacking with Garv, I'd be attacking with Loma. I have Loma here so that like, if anybody attacks, Loma has defenders, so that means if a creature declares an attack on like Garv or Nadrin or Ikatosh, anyone that are adjacent, or even Ivana, any adjacent creature, Loma can tag in, and the attack now goes on Loma instead. And they're a really good beater, so like they have a lot of health. And I equip them with the battle gear that makes it so that they expend their water element to gain 50 wisdom, which also means Ikatosh will activate because they have no elements to give them an additional 20 energy. So they'll have a ton of wisdom and a ton of energy at 80, and they'll be able to defend my supports if they get like dunked on while I'm not prepared or looking around, you know? But yeah, basically the point is all of my front lines have really solid courage, so Castle Pillar having the initiative of courage basically means that I guarantee attack first no matter what, assuming this location comes up. But also at the beginning of combat, the engaged creature with the highest wisdom gains a music counter, which you need to cast these music. This one costs 1, like some of them cost 2, for example. This one costs 1. These cost 2. So music counters are like a really important and limited currency in the game. So I would say Castle Pillar is the best pillar. What were we talking about? What if I don't like castles? Well, then you don't run Castle Pillar. You don't run Castle Pillar, I guess. You'd hate it. But I like pillars. I like castles and pillars, and I think the card art for the card is really cool. And I remember this is like one of my first ultra rares I ever got in Chaotic, so I also have like a nostalgic kind of connection to this card, because it was one of my first ultra rares. There's also Curiosity I'm running, which just like, it's a pretty simple effect. Overworld creatures gain 10 energy, initiative, wisdom. It's kind of just like literally perfect, like for my wisdom deck. They're overworlders and they have high wisdom. For example, though, like a card like Ivana, like, you know, if Curiosity came up, I'd gain the 20 from Ikatosh, giving 20 to Ivana because she has no elements. And then I get an extra 10, so like that's an extra 30 energy. That basically negates like at least 1 to 2 attacks, you know what I mean? She has like 100 energy. And then if she's equipped with the Zerium armor, which of course she is, if the equipped creature would take more than 20 damage from an attack, it just takes 20 damage instead. Meaning, at minimum, assuming you're even playing your best attacks, it would take a total of 5 turns to kill Ivana. And Ivana, if she won the initiative, that is, which she did, because Curious City, which she probably did, she probably only needs like 2 or 3, maybe 4 turns to kill you. So it just guarantees, like, it guarantees her safety, basically. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then there's, like, the Overworld Library, which gives an extra, like, 5 damage on Wisdom attacks, and damage dealt by Courage attacks. Unfortunately, is reduced by 5. If it was, like, any other stat that got reduced, Ivana would be even more broken, because she has already a base Outperform Courage 5 and a base Outperform Wisdom 5. So her Wisdom and Courage attacks already do an extra 5 damage each. So like for on an attack like Directed Bravery, that would trigger twice, right? She'd get 5 for the Courage and 5 for the Wisdom. Doing, instead of 25 damage, it would do a total of 35 damage. Except on Overworld Library, because no, it'd still do 35 because she would get an extra Wisdom 5, but she would lose the Courage 5, neutralizing it. So it'd still do 35 damage, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, it works out. That's why Ivana is so great, though. That's why Ivana is amazing. 35, yeah, 35 damage. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of damage, a lot of damage, a lot of damage. That's more than 25. It is. It's more than 25. Taiga, can I borrow one of your clavicles? Okay. But I need it back tomorrow. How about a little more? What do you guys want me to tell you about? What do you guys want me to tell you about now? Here, let me keep going through cards. So yeah, I really want to get like a ripple foil version of Castle Pillar. Just like a really good condition ripple foil. It's like my favorite OG location. It's a great it's a staple location for like any overworld deck that you run. So I would love to have a proper ripple foil Castle Pillar. There is one available that I can get like no problem. It's fucking easy. God, it's so fucking beautiful, chat. It's so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful. God, I love chaotic cards. And then that's pretty much it. Those are pretty much like the big cards that I need, you know? How about Interest? Totally not your mom. I love Interest. I really do. The problem with Interest is that there's no deck she's really good in. Like OG Interest, all the creatures from like the first set of this game kind of fucking sucked, and Interest is no exception. Her energy is like too low to really be good. She has Water 5, meaning you'd want to like play her in your front line and do extra damage on water attacks, but she only has 40 energy, meaning she's gonna get one shot, more or less. Like, she's basically dead in 2 attacks. So the Water 5 is just irrelevant, she's just not good, and her stats aren't like anything to write home about either, like really, really below average. And then you have an Interest Nature Force, who makes an attempt to fix that. They give her an extra element in the form of Earth, so she has Earth and Water now. They take away her Water 5, but they give her the effect that creatures you control gain 5 energy for each elemental type they have. However, the problem is that there's a card called Drabe, who came out in the exact same set as her, by the way, the 3rd set of the Morellian Invasion. And he's a common, and his ability is just target creature gains 15 energy, and he also has 2 major counters. And now granted, Interest's stats are much better, and Interest has the potential to heal more, assuming you're healing a creature or gaining a creature that has all 4 elements, then she would gain 20, right? But most creatures don't have all 4 elements, and most creatures don't even have 3 elements. So you're just better off running Drabe if you're looking for a card. If you're looking for like a gain or a heal, like you're just better off running Drabe, because he just gains more for less, you know? He just does more for less. He also has no elements, meaning if you put him in your front line, you can actually like run him with Ikatosh and equip him with the battle gear to like bump his wisdom up a bit more. I have a copy of Drabe that has 65 courage and 75 wisdom, meaning he can actually run attacks like Directed Bravery. Granted, the average version can't, but like the one I have in real life can. So Drabe is just like the better card to run, unfortunately. And he's cool. He's a cool little goat guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's a cool little goat man. Interest is so hot though. Like I wish Interest was better, but she just really doesn't have a home anywhere. Her courage and wisdom, honestly, her stats are amazing. Like her speed is really good. Her power is also really good, like for an overworlder. and her courage and wisdom are fucking insane at like just under 100. Like it can go up to 100 max or 105 max if you get like a really good run. But her energy, you know, 55 is kind of on like the lower end of what you want for a front line. She makes up for it by being the hottest character. She does make up for it for being the hottest character. If you have access to every card in the game, you're not going to run Interest Nature Force. However, if you only have access to Interest Nature Force, like she's not bad. She's not bad. Like if I didn't have anything else to run in place of her, I would run her. You know what I mean? If I didn't just have every card I wanted, I would just run her. If I had her, if I only had her, I guess. You know? Didn't they change her name in the show? No. No. But I do love my tiger girls. I do love my tiger girls, chat. What can I say? She is an elementalist though, so if you equipped her with a battle gear, for example, called like and this is like how I would go about making her kind of playable. I would give her elementalists. It's called Elementalist Pauldrons. The equipped creature gains 5 energy and 15 power. The power is pretty much irrelevant here, like unless you're running some power attacks, it's really not like necessary. But the 5 energy gain puts her to like a comfortable 60, which is nice. But the real effect here is if the equipped creature is an elementalist, it gains the elemental types possessed by all creatures you control. So potentially, if you run somebody like instead of Drabe, if we ran like a Heptad, right? If we were just running a Heptad here, he has all the elements. She would automatically just gain all the elements because she is an elementalist, which works out in her favor. And then her ability would be better because she could gain herself 20. So she would officially be. All I'm saying is like Drabe is like better in general, but she needs a lot of work to like really be playable, to really be good. She needs like a lot of like setup with the rest of your creatures. With Drabe, you can kind of just like shove him into any deck and he can, you know, gain you 15, no problem, no setup. It really doesn't matter where you put him. With Interest, you need like a lot of battle gear and other creatures to make her like really work, you know? Is this a card game from the 90s? No! It's a card game from 2007. It's a card game from 2010. The art style is very 90s, is it? It's definitely like a little more animated. I really like the art style, personally. I think they have a really cool vibe. It's very colorful, which tickles my autism. Same thing, yeah. Anyway, guys, do you have any more questions about Chaotic that I can yap about? I'm sorry for boring you to death with Chaotic talk. I'm down to talk about anything, of course. Weren't you a baby in 07? I was the coolest fucking baby on the playground. Because I had a Maxor, I had Armageddon. Now Armageddon is actually like a really important attack, especially for elemental decks. See, Mind Mash is the attack I run for my Wisdom deck. It does 15 base damage, and then it does 15 additional damage for every challenge. So if you challenge Wisdom versus Courage, so if your Wisdom is 5 higher than your opponent's Courage, you get an extra 15 damage. If your Wisdom is 5 higher than your opponent's Power, you get an extra 15 damage. If your Wisdom is 5 higher than your opponent's Speed, you get an additional 15 damage for a total of 60. Now, if you're playing this on Ivana, she also has Outperform Wisdom 5, which gives you a total of 65 damage, which is basically, like, in general, enough to pretty much, like, it's a guarantee. Like, if you draw this card, it is 5 build points, so that's like 1/5 of your build points, or 1/4 of your build points, but you're pretty much guaranteed to one-shot, like, just about any creature, unless they have, like, 100 energy like you do. But you're definitely going to put them into an uncomfortable position, right? If they're not able to return your energy to that low. But there's another attack, that's like the Wisdom version, that's like the ultimate Wisdom attack. There's an attack called Armageddon, and this is basically like the ultimate elemental attack. Get it? Armageddon? Like Armageddon, but it's Armageddon because it's all the elements. Right? Get it? Get it? It's like all of them. Like all of them, yeah. I love the card art for this attack, first of all. But yeah, so like if you're running like a Heptad, like if you're running an elemental deck, right? Like you're just running this card. Usually, sometimes you won't. Sometimes it's too big of a build cost and you have better options, or like, you know, you just don't want to like. Because, like, the thing is, right, like, if you run this, like, really super powerful attack for 5 build points, it means, because look how many 0 cost attacks I have to run, basically to make this work, to make my deck work, because I got the 5 in, like, Mind Mash. This would usually be Mind Mash. And then you have like 5 plus 2 for Mind Razor, 2 and 2 for Mind Razor, 2 and 2 for Directed Bravery, and then like 1 and 1 for Piercing Brilliance, okay? And those are your best attacks. Those are my best attacks in the deck, right? And that's 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4, 6, 8, 10, 15. And then I play 2 Marksman's Preparations, which is an attack that lets you discard another copy of the card and then do 30 damage. So it's actually like a 1 cost, but it's a 1 cost that does 30 damage. You just have to like hold it in your hand. It's kind of a dead card until your hand, until you get both of them in your hand, and then you can do 30 damage, which is super cool. And then I've got like Out Freeze, which like, this is just in case like, because you're running a wisdom deck and there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of cards, attack cards that require you to be able to have higher wisdom than your opponent. But what if you don't have higher wisdom? Well, you have this attack card where you can have it do no damage and then gain 100 wisdom just in case you're out wisdomed by the opponent. You know, you still have options. And then I run 1 copy of Invader's Tactics, which isn't like amazing, but it just does like 15 damage if my opponent controls the active location, so it's fine. But yeah, basically, look how many 0 costs I have to run that basically do like 0 damage, because there's just not a lot of damage there. So yeah, you know, it's cool. It's cool to run a 5 cost, but it's basically like your nuke, you know? That's like you're gonna hold on to this to make sure you win the one battle you need to win. And if you don't think you can win it, you shouldn't use it. You should wait until you can use it. Definitely works better in the cartoon, yeah. They have a creature with like no elements who uses it in the cartoon. His name is Hotan. His name is Hotan. He has support wisdom 5 and no elements, but he uses Armageddon. That's like the whole gimmick in the show. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why they didn't give him all the elements in the I don't know why they didn't give him all the elements in the cardboard version of him, but he's also not even a real card. He's an online only card, so you can't actually like get a copy of Hotan, which is sad because I kind of like him. I like his vibe. Little owl guy. He's cool. But yeah, basically Armageddon is amazing. I don't know, what was I talking about before I went on a tangent? I don't know how much longer I can yap for. I'm sorry for boring you guys to death. Diapers. Oh. Yeah, I like basically like poop my diapers constantly all the time, actually. Is that what you want to hear? You sick. Sick freaks. Do you buy the fan theory that Takinam and Inches are sisters? I don't think that was a fan theory. I think that was the original lore for them was that they were sisters, and then it never ended up being canon. It's not boring, it's cute. Is it cute? You guys are understanding like a little bit, right? Like, please tell me you're digesting some of like the information I'm giving you. But yeah, I definitely really want to make a deck that kind of uses interest with Elementalist Pauldrons and puts her in the front line, I guess. Like, I want to try like a frontline interest. Maybe with like a little mix of like some Directed Bravery, like some stat attacks to make use of her amazing courage and amazing wisdom. I don't know. Because that's like the one problem with interest, really, is that like she has a really good ability, I guess, kind of as a support ability, but the problem really comes in when you try to use her in the front line, which like I feel like you want to do because their stats are really good. So like, what's the point of having like really good stats if you can't use them? So like I want to use her, but like, you know, if I'm running an elemental deck, which you would for her ability, there's really no reason to be running stat attacks. Are you playing chaotic? I'm playing, well, I'm not playing chaotic. I'm explaining chaotic. I'm hyperfixating about chaotic. No Bud with the Prime Gaming for 6 months. Thank you so much. How's it going, No Bud? Welcome to stream. How's it going, Night Rose, as well? I hope I'm gushing. I'm gushing over chaotic girls. My favorite chaotic girls are definitely like these are the hottest women in chaotic. Okay, you guys ready? These are the hottest chaotic women. What do you think? Number 1, Takinam. I don't even know if she's number 1, but like she's up there. Number 1, Takinam. Her retrain is also in contention. Wait, hold on. She has a retrain. What's her retrain? I'll just go Takinam for now. She's like a cool Batgirl. She has like wings and she throws fireballs and stuff, but she doesn't actually have the fire element, which made her OG version real shit. Really fucking shit. This version sucks. Sacrifice an underworld creature, heal 25 energy. Her stats are like okay, like her courage and power is like okay. Her speed is the only real thing to write home about, and underworld speed decks were really never a thing ever. And she can sacrifice an underworld creature specifically and heal 25 energy to Takinam, which is a problem because if you're running a speed deck, you're not running underworlders. So if you want to mix her in with other creatures, you can't even sacrifice them to use her ability. So like her OG version was really, really shit. She really needed the fire element to be it's like halfway decent. It's Takinam Shadow Knight? Where'd she go? Okay, I am not... Oh, because I'm saying Nom. It's Nom. Shadow Knight. There we go. Wait, what the fuck? Where the fuck is Shadow Knight? What? Bitch? Okay, hold on. Let me go to my Underworlder deck. What was I spelling wrong? The Shadow Knight. It's the Shadow Knight. That's stupid. The Shadow Knight. That's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. That's like so stupid. Anyway, so like Interest hot. She's hot. There's Interest Nature Force, and then there's Takinam the Shadow Knight. There we go. This one significantly less cool. Like I think they were like, the vibe was like she has like armor now, but it really like covers up all of her best features, I think. So like if I was gonna gush over Takinam, I'd be gushing over this version, the bandage wrapped version. She looks way cooler. And then there's Ivana. She has tits. She has lovely breasts. Lovely, God, look at those. God, look at the size of them. And then also Ivana, she actually has a sister named Navenna, who is not very attractive. Oh look, there's Takinam in the background though. Do you see that? There's Takinam in the back there. It's kind of cool. And then you see like Maxor in the background of Ivana's card. It's kind of cool. But yeah. Not very hot until Navenna actually gets a retrain. And I think this version is a much better design for her. This is the much better version of Navenna's design, in my opinion. Ivana, I could go either way. Ivana also has a retrain. And I don't know, they make her more red and her hair more white. And I think it still looks good. But I'm just like so... I like this one more. I like this one a bit more. IMO. I like the second one more for Navenna, who is also one of the hottest girls in Chaotic, I guess. She can play too. And then there's Loma. She's like a gazelle. She's like a deer girl. What do you think? Welcome back, Mrs. Van. How's it going? She has lovely breasts. God, same. So what's a Timmy? What is a Timmy? I have no idea. Raw, next question. And then there's Interest. Which guys do you think is the best? Who are you putting your money on? Like who would you date? So I think there's like some lizard girls. I don't know. Like there's the hold on, I gotta check the Mepedian. Okay, there's Yore. Okay, so if I go down here, there's like Yore. I don't know. Does like if lizard girls are your thing, you got this one, I guess. She's okay, I guess. Well, unfortunately, gotta go real soon. Been a good time though. Much love, Rodica. I'm sorry for yapping so much, guys. I wish that my streams were better. I wish my streams were more engaging and fun. All I can do is yap about Chaotic. All I can do is yap about what I know, but what I know is no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about what I have to yap about. She looks good. Yeah, she's okay. There's like other lizards that I think I would go for before her. But like she's one of the more attractive like female lizards, for example. There's not a lot of like female lizards to go. There's not a lot of female characters in this game in general. I think if I was gonna I don't know. This game definitely has like a certain appeal, and it's definitely to like young boys. Young boys, you know, like all the men are super like muscular and cool, or like if they're monstrous, they're like super cool, monstrous. And then the women are very attractive, which is a good thing. I mean, I guess the guys are attractive too, but the guys can also be monstrous. But maybe that's just like the way things need to be, eh? Don't you think? I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind some like female monstrous characters, but it would almost feel like too much of a gimmick if you like do it badly. But yeah, all the girls in this game are very, very well designed in my opinion. Oh yeah, sometimes the guys are evil starfish. Yeah, you've got Stelgar. Oh my god, I love Stelgar. Look at Stelgar. He's a little starfish guy. In the show, he starts off super small, and then the more like damage he takes or something, or like the water, it's like if he drinks water, it's something. The more damage he takes or something, he gets more powerful, and that's reflected in his abilities. When he deals attack damage, it gains 10 to all disciplines, and if his power is more than 125, destroy it. So this is actually one of the few cards where you actually would want like a really low power stat. The lower power stat you can get for Stelgar. Like, usually you just want the best stats possible on a creature, but for this guy, you would actually want like a minimum, like a minimal like power Stelgar, and that way he can last more turns, which is a really fun game mechanic, I guess. It kind of turns, it plays with like the stat variation, randomization stat variation a lot, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like usually you want the best stats, but this guy, for this one, you'd want the lowest stats, because that gives you an extra turn to kind of do his thing, as long as you're not running it like a power deck, for example. If you're running a power deck, then I guess, I don't know, who knows, but you give some. Also doing school right now in the summer. I had to do summer school in the summer. I failed science class. It's not that I mean, I guess I just didn't get it. I just wasn't paying attention, to be honest. To be honest. I think that's like why most kids fail though in high school. It's not that they're like dumb, it's just that like they're not trying to learn, you know what I mean? My problem was I was really bad at taking notes. I was really bad at note taking. So like everybody else was super good at note taking, and they'd refer back to the notes, and I was not good at note taking. So like I never had anything to like look back at and be like, oh, I get it. I was so bad. I simply hated school. That too. You're wrong. Thank you for the 100 biddies. If water is water, don't ice is hot to cold water, you'd brain. Yeah, me too. But yeah, this is Stelgar, and then they made a retrain of Stelgar. They made a retrain of Stelgar. Look, his name is Stelgar Vicious Mutation. Look what happened to him. In the lore, basically, what happened in the lore was that Stelgar was abandoned and ran off to the underworld. That's why he's an underworlder. He was actually created by an overworlder named Momark, who like he's like a Frankenstein's doctor kind of guy. He creates like life. He creates life and turns them into creatures a lot of the time. And Stelgar was one of his creations, and he was like a nice little guy until he got too big for his own good. I think it was sunlight. I think it was sunlight or something that like made him grow. But then they sent him to the underworld, where there was no sunlight. And during the Morellian invasion, he got viciously mutated, I guess. I don't really know about the details. Okay, but basically they fucked him up. They fucked him up, and now he's evil. Poor guy. Poor guy. And then his abilities are, at the end of each turn, put a growth counter on Stelgar, and then he has an additional 10 energy and 10 to all disciplines for each growth counter you have. So like the strat with this guy is to like raid boss him. You want to put him at the very back of your triangle, your pyramid, and basically just buy as many turns as you can until he gets as like much energy as you can. So like ideally you take one of theirs, they take one of yours, you take one of theirs, they take one of yours, until it's like a 1v1 and Stelgar's all that's left. And after that would be about like you know, you'd hold out for about like 10 turns until Stelgar's fucking swole and has like 100 in all of his stats. Is this solitaire? No, it's not like solitaire. It's like a really cool game. Here, check it out. Check it out. Here, we can play a match. Let's play a match. I mean, I've played a match before. It's not gonna be like that interesting, okay? So you guys have to bear with me. I need you guys to be active and hype me up, okay? Otherwise I'll get depressed. What do you want me to play? I'll play Wise Femme, guys. Here. I don't know who this is, but we'll beat them down. I'll show you how it's done, okay? I'll show you how it's done. Where do you want me to go that I won't like block everything though? I'll go down here. I'll go down here, okay? So yep. I'm not gonna walk you through like every single thing, but we'll do our best. Okay? This guy's running a Mepetian deck, so he's like all lizards. And lizards have the gimmick of strike, which means on their first attack, they do additional damage based on the cards they're running. So like Malvadine has a base of strike 10, and while you control a royal, he gains defender and air 5. And he has a royal in Awayaki, who has the ability that Mepetians you control with invisibility gain 20 speed and invisibility strike 5. So like a Malvadine would have like a strike. Okay, he's back with Malvadine. On my Tartarak.
Gunja Jinga Poo Pastinka.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I wish I could feel awakey, but I'm always sleepy. Good one. Oh, so because of the location, the initiative is Underworld, and no one's running Underworlders, but because of the location, at the beginning of combat, we deal 5 damage to all creatures, so I've been dealt 5, and he's been dealt 5. I'm running the Evergreen Tunic Battle Gear, which gives me 20 energy for having a stat check, a courage of 100, or 75 or higher, and I have 100. So I go up to 85, but now it's down to 80, because whatever. And he's running Arrow Drone, which makes it when you play an air attack, you may look at the top 4 cards of your attack deck and put them back in any order of your choice. So he's basically just milling his attack deck to find good attacks. He's going to do a lot of damage on his first attack, though. He automatically wins the initiative because he's running Prince Mediniu, who gives Mepetians you control invisibility surprise, which makes you automatically win all attacks. And then he plays the confusion attack, which if you have air, you gain 10 power, but if you have fire, you do 5 damage. If you have air, you do 5 damage, and he only has air. So this will do 25 damage because he has strike 20 due to his other cards. I guess. He also has this guy who makes it so invisibility abilities can't be negated. Goddamn Medinu. Goddamn Prince Medinu. I think I'm just gonna take this damage. And his aerodrome's gonna trigger. Etc. I could use the music to like make it 0, like to target attacker music deals 0 damage, or I could reflect the damage with a Rhyme of the Reckless, but I want to save that for like a really big attack. You feel me? And then we just kind of like do our thing. His wisdom is only 45 and my wisdom is 100, so I'll play quick exit, which will do challenge 15, deal 10 damage if my wisdom is 15 higher than his wisdom. Which puts him down to 50. Oh yeah, I'm on the left. I'm over here. I'm on the left. And then this guy is a lizard fucker on the right. If you're a fan of Mepetians, we call you Mepetophiles. It's a derogatory term. And by we, I mean me. I hate Mepetians. If the opposing engaged creature has air, damage dealt by Ares is reduced to 0. He doesn't have air. It's gonna do 5 damage, I think. Or no, it's gonna do 10 damage. And then Aerodrone is gonna trigger. He's gonna trigger, so he gets to look at all his attacks again, which basically lets him like plan out like whatever he's gonna draw into next, pretty much, you know? You know what I mean? He's what are you, milling? He's milling his attack deck, more or less, with Aerodrone every attack. Ah, shit. This isn't great. Like, I could heal here, but I kind of want to get some more damage in. So I'm gonna Piercing Brilliance, even though I might have to lose my Tartarak here, which would suck. But it's okay. Tartarak is just kind of here to like be another like beater, other than Ivana. Aerosol! So it's gonna do 20 damage. It's gonna do 20 damage. Oh, ow! Oh! Wait for it, wait for it. Aerodrone's triggering, he's looking through his attack deck. What's up, Alpaca Glock? Welcome to stream. We're playing more chaotic. I'm gonna groom you guys a bit with like these chaotic streams, right? I'm gonna get used to them, you know? I'm gonna get you used to them and whatnot. So this is outsmart. That's because chaotic is coming back next month. Did you guys know chaotic is making a return? Outsmart. If your creature's wisdom is more than your opposing engaged creature's speed, deal 5 damage. If it isn't, opposing creature loses 10 wisdom. Their speed is in fact higher than our wisdom, which is not ideal. So I'm just gonna play Flash Mend, which will heal me 5 health. Not ideal. On Ivana, it would actually heal 5, deal 5, but unfortunately, we're not on Ivana. I've been onto it since 07 when you were a wee baby. I wasn't a wee baby. I was probably more into chaotic than you were in 07, despite being a wee baby. Baka. But yeah, that'll heal me. So hopefully, like, he doesn't do 30 damage in one attack. He's playing Song of Recovery. Heal 10 damage to target creature. That creature gains air 5 until the end of the turn. So he's healing 10 damage to himself. I'm gonna let this through. Oh, but he only has so many music. I could negate this. Who'd he cast that off of? The Malvadine cast it. So I could, okay, here, check this out. So I could Interlude of Interruption and make it so that he has to pay. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let this through. I'm gonna let this through. I'm gonna let this through. I can, like, stand to lose my Tartarek, I guess. You know? I can stand to lose my Tartarek. You're right, I was too busy getting bitches in 07. He's gonna get us used to his weird-ass card game, then make us interested in it, then before we know it, he will, yeah, try to pay off that big ship to Chaotic Island. Oh my god. Listen. You guys are gonna love Chaotic, okay? You guys love Chaotic. You guys already love Chaotic. So that almost one-shot me. If we actually didn't heal last turn, we would have died, so. It works out. Ideally, if we drew into like a Mind Mash right now, like we could just one-shot him. But that's like a big if. We have 3 in discard, 2 in hand, so there's 15 cards left in our attack deck. We have a 1 in 15 chance of drawing Mind Mash. We drew a Direct to Bravery. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do I Direct to Bravery? I think I'm just gonna outsmart. I'm gonna outsmart, and then I'm gonna use my Tartark's ability. Target creature gains 35 wisdom, because this only does 5 damage if my wisdom is higher than his speed, which it currently isn't, but Tartark has the ability to gain wisdom. I can give a creature 35 wisdom. So we'll give himself wisdom and put him to 135 so we can get some extra damage out. But right now I'm just playing attacks that I think are bad. I don't want to spend too many resources protecting Tartarek, you know what I mean? I love him. I love my boy. I love my turtle guy, but I don't think we need to win this fight. I can just win the next one. Flying advantage! That's gonna deal 10 damage because of air. Even though the air is 0, he still has air 10, so it's still like air damage. And then he's gonna heal 5 as well. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of just the way the cookie crumbles, eh? We'll let it pass. We'll let it pass. 95% of the cartoon is up on YouTube since no one is really sure what the rights are. Yeah. It's uploaded by like an official Chaotic channel as well, no less, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Oh my god. A couple of the episodes only have the first 5 minutes for some reason. Yeah, it's up on Daily Motion in like 1080p though, if you guys actually want to watch it. Like, the entire Chaotic series is up on Daily Motion for free in HD. It's fine. It's pretty cool. I don't know. It's like a weird show. It's like a weird show. You kind of have to like... Put yourself in the shoes of like a kid, all right, and be like, wow, this is amazing. It's the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest thing ever. Okay, who should we go for here, chat? Do we want to go on the Malvadine? Or the Malvadine? Basically, Malvadine has Defender, so we're attacking Malvadine no matter what, pretty much. I think we'll go for like... Fuck it, let's just kill this other Malvadine, why not? Okay, so we're gonna get 20 energy from Ikitosh, and then we're gonna have 10 energy from Kira City, and we have the Zerium armor, so basically we're unkillable. Ugh. Basically, we're like completely unkillable. I don't think he can win. He has 5 music left, but only 3 music counters. Like, he did. Mepedians, like, they're really good for strike, but they don't have great music economy. So, like, that's the trade-off, I guess. Target creature with invisibility gains invisibility disarm. So he's gonna give himself disarm. But I am gonna interlude that. Negate. Negate, son. I'll negate off of I guess off of Loma. Are you guys learning? Are you guys isn't the game amazing? Don't you love it? It's like so good, right? It's like the best card game of all time, right? Okay, you guys hate me. I got it. I'm never playing chaotic again. I'm never playing chaotic again. See, like, I would do something about this, but because of my Zerium armor, this is only gonna do 20 damage anyway, so, like, I really have nothing to worry about. Add little animations. I can't do that. I didn't make this game. I'll try. I'll try my best. Flashman! So I can do Flashman, which will heal 5, deal 5, which is honestly, like, a good call right now. Just because it'll actually make me survive an additional turn now with that extra 5 energy. I just bought myself an additional turn because it can only reduce me by 20 per, so, like, I'll have 5 energy. That's an extra turn. That's an extra turn, baby. Instead of 5 turns to kill me, it'll be 6. That's assuming he even does like 20 damage per turn every time. But yeah, I agree. They could use some animations. The old game, the old online card game actually did have a ton of animations. This is like a fan-made recreation for the game. This is the only way to play online with other people right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Bow, 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 bow. I'll directed bravery this jabroni. Good evening. I don't know what time it is where you live. Please write it down. I'm French. Do you know how to speak French? Oui, bonjour. Bonjour. I gotta work on my accent. I have to work on my French accent, but like, yeah, kinda, sorta. No, I don't really know how to speak French. You could speak to me in French and I'd probably have no idea what the fuck you're saying. It is currently 11:32 p.m. though. It's high noon. It's high noon, baby. J'ai petit chat de tigre. Whatever. If the opposing engaged creature has air, damage delta by Ares is reduced to 0. He's only gonna do 5 damage here. Or no, 15, right? Because of his battle gear. The doy. I freeze. What do we want to play here? We'll do a delirium attack for 10 damage. 5 from the attack, and then 5 because Ivana does an extra 5 damage on wisdom attacks. You see? You get it? Unless he can do something about my battle gear, he's like fucked, to be honest with you. Your French is really good. I had a question. Do you teach French lessons? Do I teach French lessons? No. I don't really speak French. I don't really speak French. I was just pretending. Okay. I'm learning English. That's really cool though that you're learning English. Learning a second language is really hard. We had to learn French in high school and all throughout middle school, and none of it stuck with me. I don't know how, man. I like, you'd think learning it for that many years, I just didn't apply myself. Like, I just did not lock in on actually like learning French. What I wish my mom did when I was a kid is put me in French immersion. They had like, because they had like English, oh my god. They had English and then they had French immersion at my school. And French immersion basically meant that like everything was taught to you in French. But also you knew English, of course. So like you still, like basically it was the best way to, to get by, to learn everything, you know? Mind mash, we're definitely not using that with only 15 energy left. We're just gonna invaders tactics. It's not the ideal use of the card because it's our location, so not his, so we don't get that extra 5 damage, but yeah, that's true. Immersion is the best way. Yeah, I would have loved to, I don't know, who knows where I'd be if I could speak in complete French. That'd be cool. So cool. That'd be so cool. They had English, and it sounds like you failed. What the fuck? If your engaged creature has recklessness, deal 5 damage. Blind Fury, air 10. It'll do 20 damage, but we're okay. We're okay. We're vibing. I want to hold on to Mind Razor just because it's like a potential 30 damage attack if I have enough wisdom. So this will just kill outright. So we'll do that. This will just kill, so we'll freeze. You just got coated, bro. He's gonna Melody of Mirage, you fool. You fucking fool. Refrain of Denial. I'm negating your Melody of Mirage. Get negated, son. See, Nadrin only needs to pay 1 music counter for he can pay 1 less music counter to play cards to a minimum of 1. So any 2 costs are basically only 1 cost if Nadrin's playing them. So Refrain of Denial, which dispels any music, was usually a 2 cost, but now it's only a 1 cost. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Nadrin's pretty cool. He's got a big dick. Maybe, I assume. Big ol' wizard dick. I don't want to think about it, actually. I block your attack. Well, I block you, yeah. So Melody of Mirage, target attack deals 0 damage, but Refrain of Denial negates the Mirage, so the attack goes through. Would you believe it? Welcome, Void the Second, welcome. I'm on screen, you're on screen. Yeah, anything you type comes on the screen. Choose carefully what you're about to do next. No. And then. He's dead. Look at that, chat. It's that easy. And he's only got 1 music counter left and 3 musics, meaning he can't cast fucking any of them. I, however, have 4 music counters left, and they 3 of them are 2 cost, but Nadrin makes 1 of those into a 1 cost, and then we have 2 on Garv and 2 on here, and then a 1 cost from Loma. So we're good. We're good. We can cast all of our music, or at least like 3 out of them. 3 out of the 4. He can only cast 1 more. He can only really cast 1 more. I think what I'm gonna do here, if I move Loma up, no, I can't move Loma. Okay, like he's probably gonna attack my Nadrin with his Malvadine, in which case I'll just like defend her with Loma. But just in case, I'm gonna move. No, I'll end my turn. Check this out, chat. He thinks he's gonna kill my Nadrin here. He thinks he can kill my Nadrin. Well, he's right, because Mipidum Oasis is pretty scary. Mipidians deal an additional 10 damage on their first attack on Mipidum Oasis, and that doesn't count for strike, so that's just like unnegatable damage, to be honest. But, and I have a strat. You guys ready for my strat? You guys ready for my genius strat? You ready? Ready? Garv uses his special ability. He's gonna flip up his own battle gear. Garv has the ability to flip any battle gear face up or face down, and that includes himself. So I flip my own battle gear face up, and it's the Telebracers. When Telebracers is revealed, the top card of your location deck becomes the active location, meaning I just stole his location. I'm teleporting us to Vidav's Refectorium, I fucking guess. Not a great location, honestly. Because I have a really good attack hand. When this becomes the active location, each player draws 2 attack cards, then discards 2 attack cards. But I already have 2 really good attack cards in my hand, so I'm not gonna do that. Pass though. I guess I can mill some of my 0 costs out though. I can get rid of. I can get bad attacks out of my attack deck to get more good attacks in later, I suppose. The trouble is if you draw into like 2 really good attacks, you're just like wasting those good attacks. But luckily we drew into 2 0 costs, so we don't have to worry about getting rid of anything too important. Pass. But now it's my location and not his, and he's attacking my Nadrin. And Loma, soap in with your defender, Loma! So Ikatasha's ability at the start of combat, if your engaged creature has no elemental types, gain 20 energy, that's going to trigger. And then if we chain Loma's battle gear to that to expend water to gain 50 wisdom, Loma will have no elements, and therefore she'll go from 60 energy to 80 energy and 125 wisdom, which is higher than even like Ivana. So we're Gucci. We're Gucci. And then he plays Before the Storm. This is actually a misplay on his part, because Before the Storm counts as your first attack, but this is his first attack. Meaning, like, if he played a different attack, got his strike bonus, and then played Before the Storm on his next attack, it would have been like having 2 first attacks. But he actually just wasted this attack. So we could Rhyme of the Reckless this, honestly. And I think we will. I think we're gonna rhyme this. So this is gonna do 15 plus 15, so 30 damage, and then he's also a strike. He also has air 5, turning that into 35 damage, and then he has strike 5 plus 10. So this is gonna do 50 damage. But if we Rhyme of the Reckless off of Loma, he'll be reflected. So Rhyme of the Reckless, when target attack controlled by an opponent resolves, deal X damage to target engaged creature, where X is the damage that attack dealt. So he's gonna take the exact same damage I'm gonna take off of this attack. The only difference is I'll survive. So I take 30, and then Rhyme of the Reckless triggers, reopens up the burst, so he can like respond to it with anything he wants, and then he takes and then he takes 50 damage. Has the whole stream been the cards? No, we've been talking about lots of stuff all day. We're just getting into cards now because I'm bored. I don't know. Okay. And then we just like mind mash for a game, or mind mash to kill his other Malvadine. Right. He kind of has to like melody this, and if he does, we'll Nadrin negate and it should go through. Oh no, he just let it through. Crazy. What do you guys think? What do you guys do? Pretty good strat, eh? You see how I turned that battle around in my favor? Pretty cool, eh? I think he's trying to shift everybody away from my Ivana, but I could be wrong. He might just leave these 3 guys here, but he doesn't really have many places to go. Oh, it's Castle Pillar, chat, Castle Pillar! Castle Pillar! Okay. This is perfect. I'm glad Headmaster Ankyaj is right here, because I'm gonna pop him like a goddamn grape, chat. I'm gonna pop him like a grape. I got higher courage. I got higher wisdom. We're going in. Ivana attacks Headmaster Ankyaj. We're gonna pop him like a grape. Watch this. I'm gonna one-shot this jabroni with my mind mash. I'm gonna mind mash him. I'll turn his brain into soup. I'm gonna leave him a diaper shitting mess. Wait for it. We also have the initiative because we have the highest courage, and we gain a major counter because we have the highest wisdom. Wait for it. He's gonna wait. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. He has invisibility surprise. Yeah, okay, Prince Medina gives invisibility surprise. So he wins the initiative, but it matters not. It matters not. We're gonna pop him like a grape. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'll let this pass. It'll only do 20 damage anyway because my even though he has like insane strike, my battle gear reduces it to 20. So we're good. And then wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. A mind mash. Oh wait, shit. Okay, this isn't actually gonna pop him like a grape. Okay, this isn't actually gonna pop him like a grape because his speed is higher than my wisdom. You see, this only does damage if my wisdom is at least 5 higher than all of his stats, and his speed is actually higher than my wisdom. So I don't get the wisdom. It'll only do 50 damage instead of 65. We got scammed. I'm sorry. I baited you guys. I baited you guys. If my Tartark was still alive, though, I would have used his ability to increase my wisdom, and then we would have popped him like a grape. Look, that's still like all of his health, though, right? That's still all of his health. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry. Just imagine he got popped like a grape. Just imagine I mind mashed him. And then he got like a really bad migraine and fell over and died. It was almost really cool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for baiting you. Oh man, this is not what you want to see. I'll use... I don't know. Directed Bravery does 35 damage, but that's only 35 damage on Ivana. So like whichever attack I don't use is what I'm gonna have to fight with Loma next, basically. Or you know, we'll do Mind Razor. We'll do Mind Razor, I guess, and hold on to the Directed Bravery just in case. There's a chance Ivana could fight, I guess. There's a chance, I guess, she could fight. Maybe. Maybe. No, we'll do the Directed Bravery. We'll do the Directed Bravery. Directed Bravery! 35 damage! Popped like a grape. Like a grape, chat. Like a grape. Did you hear it? Did you hear it pop? Did you hear it pop? Did you hear it pop, Ulu? I'm gonna move my Garv up here. Just so that he's protected by Loma, I guess. Just to guarantee Loma fights. And then I end my turn. Foothold, Assault Trench. All creatures a player controls. If all creatures a player controls are the same tribe, that player's engaged creature deals an additional 5 attack damage. Oh my god. All my creatures are the same tribe. And the initiative is Wisdom. So I'll get the first attack, but he has Surprise, so I won't get the first attack. Loma, use your battle gear, expend the Aquatic Familiar! Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Okay, in this case, using the Directed Bravery was the right call because he attacked Loma, meaning like this is more damage on Loma than Directed Bravery would have been. Directed Bravery only would have been 25 damage on Loma, but Mind Razor is guaranteed 30 damage, so we're good. Okay, I'm gonna pop this guy like a grape again. I'm going to pop him like a grape. I'm going to pop him like a grape. He's before the Storming Me, which is a bad move. This is the wrong move. I'll give him some advice. You should wait until at least your second attack before using Before the Storm. That way you get your strike bonus twice. You see? See, I'm a nice guy, chat. I help people. I help. I'm a helper. I like helping, okay? They probably misread it. I thought they misread it at first, but then this is the second time they did it, so I think they might have just did it by accident both times. But I am going to negate that Before the Storm. I'm not taking that damage. I'm kind of like not taking that damage. Ikatosh! Symphony of Shielding! Target attack and magic deals 0 damage. Shatter's favorite grandma vase. I don't know why he's running Ario anyway, other than the strike 15 is like kind of high, but... Ario! Check this out, guys. Check this out. Check this out. Mind Razor. I don't know, I'm doing a little dance here. I don't really know what the card art is, but I'm doing a little dance. I'll fuck his brain up. I'm gonna get you guys hyped on Chaotic, okay? It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I will get you guys on... I will get you guys hooked on Chaotic. Like, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Like, you know... The game's gonna come out, it's gonna make a revival anyway, like there's gonna be a lot of hype around it, and you guys will finally be able to try the card game out for yourself, and that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get you guys on Chaotic. The same way I got some of you on Yu-Gi-Oh! Next doors! When is the Hank Hill collaboration? Not for a bit. Not for a bit longer. Delirium! Nah, I'll just watch the show. Well, you're gonna watch the show and then you're gonna be like, whoa, this is cool. Let me get into the game, and then the game's gonna come out. What's this TCG called? It's called Chaotic. Trading card game. TCG. We need Maxor in Fortnite. That would be so hype, dude. That'd be so fucking hype. I don't think, like, I don't know. I really hope that in, like, some capacity, Chaotic can genuinely reach mainstream appeal. It would be so exciting. Oh, he's casting Melodic Might. Draw 2 attack cards, then discard 2 attack cards. Okay. I was gonna save my last refrain for something, but like you can do it. You've earned it. I'm beating him pretty bad right now. I think he needs the help. Ivana! Attack Prince Medinu, Champion of the Guard. And the location is Overworld Library, so all of my wisdom attacks are gonna do like extra damage, bonus damage. Super extra bonus damage. He's gonna fucking sand strike me? Who does that? Who the fuck does that? It's okay, you can sand strike me. Oh, he's also running Arrow Drone, bro. Bro. Oh my god, the fucking Arrow Drones, man. For example, I haven't shuffled my attack deck once, by the way. He's shuffled his attack deck at least once. Get his pompous princely ass, Ivana. Peg him, Ivana. Oh, perfect. You guys ready? You ready for the Wombo combo? This is what I've been waiting for. I play Marksman's Preparation. And then I discard my other Marksman's Preparation to deal 30 damage. Pretty cool, right? And then I get to draw another attack card. I get to draw 2 attack cards. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool, eh? Air assault! Air assault! He's gonna air assault. He just air assaulted me. If I used air assault, I would just like fart on them and then deal damage. That's my air assault. Get it? Get it? Okay, so this is actually gonna kill. Because I've got 5 wisdom damage from the Overworld Library, and then 5 on Ivana, and then this deals 15 damage. Because Prince Medinu's wisdom is very, very low for some reason. So, 15 damage! Dead. Like a grape. Like a grape. Like a grape. And then we're gonna move Garv over here. And then we're gonna move Nadrin up here. And then I'm gonna end my turn. Oh my god, Jade Pillar. Oh my god, he's running Jade Pillar. Oh yeah, Jade Pillar! I totally forgot to show you guys Jade Pillar. It's also one of the pillars. I totally forgot about Jade Pillar. Its effect is that when Jade Pillar becomes the active location, you put 10 Jade counters on it. Remove a Jade counter from Jade Pillar every 5 attack damage dealt. And when the last counter is removed, Jade Pillar deals 50 damage to the creature that played that last attack. This could win him the game. This could be the comeback he needs. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll defender that. We'll defender that. We'll defender that. Loma, expend your water. Gain energy. Okay. Oh my god, Awakey has the Dro skin. Chat. There's only like 50 of these cards in existence IRL. And anytime one goes up for sale on eBay, it's like $20,000. The last one literally sold for fucking $20,000. Or like an underclass, like in the 10K plus. It's so insanely expensive. It's so hard. They're so hard to come by. Like barely any of them exist because they were only given away as like a tournament prize for like the top like 100 players. So like barely anyone actually has this card. Which is really like sad too because like it's actually one of the better cards. It's actually one of the better cards. It's part of a really broken strategy. Granted, it's only that broken strategy really wouldn't be broken in real life because there's so few cards. Like you'd need to have a Dro skin and then also all of the other cards to make the combo with this card work. Otherwise, it's not very good. It's just sacrifice and then negate an attack. Which isn't like amazing, but it's okay. But a certain deck can recycle it like infinitely, so you're basically like sacrificing it every single turn to take no damage ever. Yeah. Chaotic is pretty cool. Are you guys into Chaotic yet? Are you guys obsessed with Chaotic yet? Ugh. Bleh, yucky. What's crazy is that he might actually kill... he might actually kill my guy. We still have a refrain left though. Atmosphere. If your engaged creature has invisibility, deal damage. I'm gonna take this damage. Oh! Oh no! He triggered his own Jade Pillar. He triggered his own Jade Pillar and took 50 fucking damage. Ay, 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 ow, ow. A quick exit, I guess. Oops. He can Dro skin this, though. He can Dro skin this. Oh, he didn't Dro skin it, but okay. Good game, good game. Wow, guys. Give him a round of applause. I think they're a new player. It's okay, though. Unfort. Jade Pillar definitely can win you the game, but it also can definitely, like, lose you the game. It's, like, a funny location, but I would never run it, like, in a serious deck. Good game, good game. But yeah, that's the game. What do you guys think? That's, like, the flow of it, you know? That's, like, the general idea, you know? What do you think? Give me your feedback, okay? Like, from people who have never seen this game, tell me what you think. Like, you know, if you played other card games, what do you think of this one? Would you play it? Would you try it? Does it interest you? Easy enough to follow? Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. The only thing that, like, makes this game really hard to play in real life is that, like, you have a lot of decks to build for, right? Like, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can buy a bunch of cards and kind of just throw them together, and even if, like, they don't synergize at all, you can still technically have, like, a 40-card legal playable deck, right? Whereas in this game, you need 6 monster cards and then 6 battle gear to equip to those monster cards, and then you need a 20-card attack deck, and then you need a 10-card location deck, and then you need a 6-card music deck, to 1 for each monster you have. Same with battle gear. So that's kind of why, like, you know, I mean, like, obviously the solution to that is just buying a shit ton of cards, but as a kid, if you didn't have a lot of money, you kind of could only, like, you could only do what you could do, you know what I mean? You know. But that's not an issue online. And you're adults. You're all adults here. There are no kids in this chat, so you can buy as many cards as you need. Don't buy them off of eBay. It's too expensive, though. But anyway, guys. Anyway, that's it for me. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here. Thank you for spending Femboy Friday with me, though. I had fun. A 4-hour stream is plenty, I think. Thank you for all the support as always. I love you guys so much. I'll be live again soonish, you know. I'll keep you updated sometime on the weekend. That sounds kind of chaotic. Yeah, I actually like how many decks you need to build. I don't know. It just makes it a lot of fun because there's so many cards to, like, mix and match with, you know. I really do love this game. And I'm looking forward to its comeback. I'm looking forward to be being on the front lines. I'm gonna get in touch with the creators, and I don't know, we'll see what we can do. I want to do like sponsorships and stuff, or like giveaways. That'd be sick. I would do anything. I don't know. I want to do anything to support this game, because I'm a diehard. I'm a diehard for this game. I believe in Chaotic. I believe in the dream. Good night, Dirk Lucia. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on Discord, okay? So join my Discord server or whatever. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll hang out. We'll just hang out. We'll hang out, okay? I'm gonna go take a shower, because I played tennis for like 2 hours today, and I am disgusting. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya, okay?